all these slides, so don't worry, no quiz at the end. And since it's just us, and it's a smaller group today, stop me if you have any questions. All right, you're all now part of Legacy Group. Those are the offices that are owned by Andy and Leslie Peters. They extend all the way from South Carolina to Georgia, so they have a bunch of different market centers in the area. They've actually created a welcome message for you that I'd love to play for you guys to get started. Grab that Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I need that Wi-Fi as well. Did you get it?
Welcome to Keller Williams. I'm Leslie Peters.
I'm Andy Peters.
And we are so glad you have joined us here at Legacy. 20 years ago, I joined Keller Williams, and I never realized the doors it would open for me. In fact, I became Rookie of the Year my first year in the business and sold 23 houses. 2 years later, I begged this guy to join me in real estate. We built a real estate team, and now we have the pleasure of being in business with all of you in our markets.
You know, here at Legacy, our mission is we're a place of stunning excellence that attracts, welcomes, and develops real estate leaders with world-class value. And we're here for you. We wouldn't exist without you. So thanks for being a part of our family. Thanks for being a part of your market center. And just know that this company will change your life if you'll let it.
All right, guys. So again, that is Andy and Leslie Peters. They are actually part of the top 100 agents worldwide for our company. You'll see them on a lot of different Keller Williams International panels. So when you see a class happening by them, definitely come check it out because they're an amazing resource, and usually people have to pay to see them. Since we're part of Legacy Group, we get to see them for free. It's awesome, right? A little bit about our culture here and our story. Just like Andy and Leslie said, we're a place of stunning excellence that attracts, welcomes, and develops real estate leaders with world-class value. Our vision is obviously to be the #1 broker in Roswell and to support our agents as entrepreneurs. God, family, business first, and we believe in connection, collaboration, and authenticity and growth for our office. So we hope you'll come to love our culture and our office as much as we all do. This is our Legacy Group leadership. Like we talked about, Andy and Leslie Peter are our operating principals, are our owners for Georgia Legacy Group. Laura Donaget is the general manager for our office and the sister offices in the area. She helps to make sure that we have amazing resources in here. She has coined herself as the millionaire baker. So she has actually helped a lot of our agents and agents in our sister offices hit that millionaire status. With $1 million in gross income coming in. She will also be circulating throughout the different offices, teaching and giving resources to you as well. Melba Franklin is our managing broker for Legacy Group. She helps to make sure that we're all following the state laws, right? And doing our best business practices with our clients, and that we're educated on the laws for the state. Kristen Linebeck is the director of ops for Legacy Group. You'll see her send out things like the do not call list every month and any kind of news from Legacy Group so that you're up to date on what's happening with our ownership group. And Laura Donna has actually made a welcome video for you guys as well. So we're gonna
Hello, my friend. Welcome to Legacy and Keller Williams. We are so excited to have you. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. We're so excited to have you join us. Guess what? You're not just joining a company. You're joining a community that is built on great values and a culture of productivity. We're so excited to have you. Remember, know what you want, have clarity in your goals, and we're here to help support you because we believe in you and your potential. Welcome to the family. I'm Laura Donaget, and I'm so excited to be partnering with you.
All right. So hopefully when you see Laura, Donna, and Andy and Melba, that will at least make it so you feel a little more familiar with them when they come into the market center. You can get to know them a little better. One of the biggest questions I get asked here is, who do I go to for what? When I need help, who is the best resource for me. So we're gonna cover the rest of the leadership team and who you go to for your different needs in the office. We have Sam Jackson, he's the Director of Innovation and Technology for Legacy Group. He helps to make sure that we have great new tech resources and tech education for our agents in the Market Center, and that we have thriving market centers through technology education. We have Lucy Cena right here. She's the Market Center Tech Trainer. Lucy, is it okay if I put you on the spot?
Of course.
So
Ready.
not only is Lucy the Market Center Tech Trainer for Legacy Group, but she'll actually be transitioning into my role soon. So she'll be your Director of Agent Services to help you. So you're getting to meet her first before
Yes.
the rest of the group.
Which is funny because 4 years ago, Raven transferred into that role for me. So
Yes, so
Kind of
Lucy was my
similar,
tech
yeah.
trainer. Yes, Lucy was
That's
my
right.
trainer when I came over. So I don't think I could find anybody else who would be better to hand this off
you're
to,
the
so.
best, right? Thank
Yeah.
you.
We're so excited, but she is the whiz with tech when it comes to your tech training, your tech basics. She's gonna help you there when you have those technical difficulties. And then when she transitions to this role, like I said, she'll help you with the agent services side. She's going to be covering the tech portion of your orientation today, once we end the office portion. We have Nate Marabella. Nate Marabella is the team leader or CEO of our market center. He helps to make all the big decisions for our market center. He also helps experienced agents with their career visioning and growth opportunities within the market center and making sure that we have great speakers, classes, and production goals and growth for you guys to help you reach your goals for your own GCI and whatever you would like for your business as well. You'll see him at team meetings, and you can always schedule appointments with him to talk about your business growth as well. We have JC Marabella. She is Nate's better half, as we like to say, right? She is the Director of Growth for our Market Center. She's really there for those agents who are under 8 transactions and newer in the industry to kind of look at your business goals and get you moving in the direction of capping. We want everyone to be able to cap and get that 100% commission. So she tries to help you get there. She also helps to make sure that we have amazing talent coming into the Market Center as well, so that we are working with and partnering with agents who uphold the same morals and goals that we do in the culture as well. You can schedule your 60-day appointment. I know it says 90 on there. Your 60-day check-in appointment with JC Marabella, just to see how you're transitioning with the market center and that you're reaching your goals, and to make sure that there's no gaps that we need to fill to help you get to where you want to get. We have Erin Putnam. She is our Market Center Administrator or Chief Financial Officer for the office. Not only does she keep our office running and the lights on, right? She works behind the scenes to make sure that we're running like a machine here and that we have everything that you guys need to run your business. She also handles things like your invoices, your caps, your commissions, and anything money related for the market center. So if you ever have any questions about your placement in the company, your finances with the company, also your cap, again, invoice, she's going to be the person you want to reach out to. And you can always meet with Erin to talk about a financial goal for you as well. We have Lee Fox. Lee Fox is going to be your best friend when you start closing deals, because she's the Assistant Market Center Administrator. She helps to get you those pay at close forms and your commission checks, or your compensation checks, as we say it now, right? When you close those deals. If your earnest money is held by the office, she also handles that for the Market Center. So if you have questions about your earnest money for a transaction that is held here, she's going to be the person you want to reach out to. And then if you have any withdrawals or MLS violations, hopefully not, right? But they do happen. She's going to be the person you want to connect with. Does anybody have any questions? No? Please stop me if you do, because it is a smaller room today, so I want to make sure that everybody feels like they have everything they need. We have Melody Trent. She's the Director of First Impressions for our office. I like to call her the sunshine of our office. If you met her, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
She just brings the smile here. Not only is she amazing at making sure that you and your clients are welcome when they come into the market center and working the front of house, but she also creates that wonderful training calendar that you see each month. So if you have questions about the opportunity desk or signing up or registering for a class, she's going to be the person you want to go to. If there are certain classes you would like to see at the market center, please let her know so that we can try to get that in here for you. She can also help you with getting access to the printers for the office on your personal devices and for after hours building access. My name's Raven Haynes. I'm the Director of Agent Services for our office. Like I said, I'm going to be in this role till about the end of the month, and then Lucy will be transitioning into this. Not only do I help you with your onboarding and your orientation, but I'm kind of like your concierge for the office to help you with your 100-day passport to success and navigating and launching successfully in the market center. If I don't have the answer, I can at least point you to the right resource, right? Not only that, but I'm also going to help you with any MLS issues you might have, your office systems, and making sure that your license stays good and your membership stays good with GREC and the Board of Realtors. You can schedule your 30-day check-in with me. I know you're all coming in now, so your 30-day check-in will actually be in October. So you'll want to schedule with Lucy for your 30-day check-in. And all that is just a simple email. Hey, Lucy, I'd love to get on your calendar. What date works well for you? Here's my availability. And that's just to check in to make sure you're on track, you don't have any questions, and again, that there's no gap in your transition to the office with getting connected to your systems to get started. We have mentors in our market center to help guide you through transactions. They do this as a volunteer program to the office. They are producing agents in the market center and live in the field. So we do want to be respectful of their time. They answer their phone till about 8 p.m., even on the weekend, so that you have that help even when leadership is not in office there. We have Fiona Jane Wheeler. She actually has her broker license as well, so she does have that experience. And then we have Susan Corley. Both of them have been in the business for 10 plus years. They know their stuff. They know Keller Williams, and they've created amazing videos to help you get started as well with things like filling out contracts in DocuSign, little things about FMLS and more. But just know that they're a resource to you at no cost to you to help guide you with different things you might see in a transaction that haven't come up before when you need that kind of client guidance, right? The best way to reach them both is actually to send them both a text message and a group text message. Introduce yourself, and then whenever you have a question, you can put it in that group text message, and the first available will reach out to you for a phone call or a text, right? You can send them mock contracts as well and reach out to Susan for shadowing opportunities as well.
What do they get out of volunteering?
For volunteering to the market center, they don't get anything from the agents, but they do get a reduced cap from the market center and some different resources from the office for doing
Okay,
that.
cool.
Yes. All right, and leadership opportunities as well. We also have a business coach for you guys. Business coaching is a voluntary program. There is a cost to business coaching. Marquia can talk to you guys about that. It is not a required program, but it is something to help you guys get in production and get that accountability, especially if you're not seeing any traction after your first 100 days. So again, Marquia is there. She can meet with you for your 90-day appointment to get you started on everything. The great thing with business coaching is that Marquia's been with I can't talk today, I'm sorry. The one day I'm recording, right? Marquia's been where you're at. Her first year of real estate, she was actually in a 9-to-5 job, full-time working, and she was able to transition out of that in her first year of real estate just through systems and accountability for herself. She does offer a lot of dual career trainings and one-on-one coaching sessions to help you get to your goals. It's a great resource to check out. And the nice thing is how her program works is it keeps her accountable too. What I mean by that is she does not get anything from you. unless she helps you close a deal. So she wants you to get more production. She wants you to close transactions because she doesn't get paid unless you're closing. So if you were in the coaching program for 3 to 4 months and you didn't close anything, you just got 3 to 4 months of free coaching, if that makes sense. It doesn't hurt to meet with her, especially like I said, if after the first 100 days, you're not getting any traction in your business, just see if it's the right fit for you and hear what she has to say and see if that will reach your goals and help get you where you would be. All right. Your trusted business partner. So when we say you have a whole team behind you, you really do have a whole team behind you. Not only do you have the leadership team, a business coach and your mentors, but you also have these fantastic alliance partners here for you. We have Onward Home Mortgage. They are our mortgage alliance partners. Do our clients have to use our alliance partners? No, right? But are they here as a resource to make you look good in each transaction, even if they're not on it? Absolutely, yes. They would love to talk to your clients to see if they can be a resource to them and be an option for you, right? We know that some of you might already have relationships with lenders and closing attorneys, but they are just here to support you and make you look good, even if they're not on the transaction. They do things like co-branding, flyers, first-time home buyer events. And they will do things like pre-qual letters and call the listing agents to let them know that your buyers are approved as well.
They do first time home buyers, what, seminar?
Seminars, yeah, so they will actually co-brand with you on a first-time home buyer event where you can have your clients come out to an event. They will help out, allocate the cost for that. And they will do the lending portion of the presentation for that event for you. And you can do the agent portion.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. We also have Kenneth Bray and Kern Schwartz. Kenneth Bray is with Michael and Gray, and Kern Schwartz is with O'Kelly and Sorhan. They are our closing attorney alliance partners. Again, your clients can use any closing attorney that they're choosing, but we would love to have these people available to you to answer any questions you have, any kind of legal questions you might have during a transaction to make sure you get to the closing table. They can also pull things like the legal description for you for your transactions as well, at no cost to you. And help you with things like wording special stipulations, navigating contracts that you might have never seen before. So let's face it, in real estate, there's new stuff coming out all the time, right? So it's nice to know you do have attorneys at your back to look at those with you if you don't know what's going on in those transactions. We also have Kelly Lukinda. She's with 210 Home Warranty. They do free listing coverage now, where they'll enroll your clients for free in listing coverage. They do not contact your clients. They pull it from the MLS system, and then they'll put them on the home warranty plan so that their appliances are covered during the listing. So it is something that you can offer to your clients at no cost to them.
Wait, if you.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Can you start over?
Yeah.
MLS listing what?
Yeah, so Kelly Lukinda with 210 Home Warranty, they do complimentary listing coverage. That means during the listing period, they will cover all working and functioning HVAC, appliances, basic home warranty needs at no cost to your seller. And they auto enroll the homes that come live on the market in those. So you don't even have to set anything up. They don't contact your seller, so you don't have to worry about them talking to your clients. It just is an automatic services that is applied to your clients.
What do they get then?
I'm sorry, what?
There's no cost?
They're hoping that by offering that complimentary service, the buyer will want to continue that
Oh,
service when they purchase the
okay.
home.
Alright.
And then they also offer a free relock for your buyers that you can offer them as a closing gift to relock the property. And it's usually about $100 value. And all you have to do to get that is market it, giving your clients one of those pamphlets that you see right there, right? And if your buyers get that and you connect them with Kelly, she'll give them that free relock as well. Markia Watts is with TCS Property Management. They are a property management company. So if you have any landlords or anything like that that you're helping to get a lease property for, she can help you get connected with the management company to help manage move-ins and move-outs and, client payments and things like that.
So basically what that is, if you have a listing for someone who wants to rent their property, you can contact her and they can connect if that property owner wants to use property managers.
Mhm.
Is that?
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely. So that's basically how that works for TCS Property Management. Obviously, you are more than welcome to represent tenants and landlords in listing the properties or filling out the lease agreements. Unfortunately, with Georgia Legacy Group, we do not do property management, so we have to push that out, right, to another
okay.
party. So they're a resource that you can use. You're not required to use them, but they are a resource for your clients for property management. For your personal properties, if you have properties where you're an owner and you rent them out, that's a different circumstance. But just know they're a resource for your clients who are landlords.
okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tammy Dale is with Georgia Natural Gas. They have referral programs for your clients for Georgia Natural Gas. They will give your clients $120 bill credit when they sign up, as long as they sign up through your personal link. You can connect with Tammy to learn about your personal link. And they'll also give you a $60 Visa gift card for every client who signs up for Georgia Natural Gas. So not only do your clients get money, but you get money as well when you work with them to get them signed up. All right, office information.
Oh, I was just about to ask you.
I'm not too worried about the office address because we all made it here today, right? But if you want to take out your phones and take a screenshot of this, just so that you have it in your phones, because this information is some of the little details that will go on your contracts. We have the office address there, the firm MLS code, KWRO01, which will go on some of your things like your Board of Realtor access and sometimes your contracts as well. We have our firm license number, our market center number, our phone and fax number. We are part of KW Southeast Region, the #1 region. Woo-hoo. Right? And then we have our Wi-Fi information on there. If you would like to connect to the Wi-Fi now, you're gonna go to KW Roswell, not the public, the private, and you'll type in this code here. It's lowercase R0 $WELL !@ Wi-Fi. Leadership is in office Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. barring any holidays. But just know you have access to your closing attorneys, your lenders, your alliance partners, your mentors, and your agent leadership council and brokers after hours if you need help as well. And then when you're all set, you just want to put your hand up real quick so I know we're good. Does anybody have any questions before we move forward?
No, it's
No?
good right now.
Policies and guidelines, so this is never the fun stuff, but we do have to cover it, right? If you are having a personal home sale, please notify Lee Fox at leefox@kw.com. Because instead of that 70-30 commission, you actually are getting 94% commission on those transactions for 2 a year. And we want to make sure that you receive that, right?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry. What was that again?
If you or your spouse or partner are going to be the buyer or seller on a property, let us know because you'll get more commission on those
Gotcha.
deals.
Thank you.
Yeah. We do practice dual agency at Georgia Legacy Group. I gotta change that. We gotta start saying legacy, right?
Yeah.
We do practice dual agency at Legacy Group. However, you do have to have it approved by Melba Franklin because she wants to make sure that you understand each side of the transaction and that it truly is dual agency, right? No power of attorney, it's too much of a liability. We don't sign contracts for our clients. We don't be the power of attorney for our clients. They can ask a title company to be power of attorney or a family member, or they can request a mail-in closing if they need to. Dress code, people always ask me if there's a dress code in the office. I always say you're gonna see people in jeans and cowboy boots and 3-piece suits, right? So it's really finding what you feel most comfortable with when presenting yourself to your clients as a business owner. We do ask that people silence their phones during training sessions, just out of respect for the speaker and the other people attending. I know that's crazy to say in a world of real estate, right? But we just ask that you do that just so that everybody can stay on track. No pets are allowed in the office unless they are a service animal. We love Fido, but building management doesn't allow pets in the building, so no puppies in drawers, no kittens in backpacks, right? And then your brokerage must be represented on all of your marketing materials. We're gonna go over some of your resources like logos and things like that later on in the presentation. But just make sure that when you are marketing for a property, that you have that brokerage logo on there somewhere, or that you're brokered by Keller Williams Realty Consultants. Listings must be registered within the FMLS within 48 hours of signing a listing agreement. This is FMLS's policy, not ours, so we just gotta make sure we follow that so that we don't get any violations there. And then our office phones do not receive text messages. I'm sure you've seen those big old dial-up phones in the front. So if you've been texting me and I haven't reached out to you, I'm sorry. It's because it's not text receiving. There is a phone that does the daily texts each day. You should have all started receiving those. You can actually text that phone number and all of leadership can see it.
Oh, that explains, yesterday I couldn't get on the training. I was on hold and I texted that number and I was let in. So I was like, oh, somebody saw it. Cause
Yeah.
I felt crazy for texting it at first. I was like, that's an office phone. What am I doing?
No, so all of us in leadership, me, Melody, Erin, and Lee, we do check that. Just to see if anybody has any questions or anything like that. So you can text that and we do check it periodically throughout the day. Off-market listings, so all off-market listings must be approved by Melba Franklin. The reason being is that we found in this new world of the NAR settlement and everything like that, that sometimes we gotta make sure that our sellers are well educated on the fact that if they go live in the market, they're gonna get more money for their listing. And if they choose to go off-market, they most likely will not get as much as they normally would, right? And there's some paperwork that our sellers need to sign so that they are listing that they acknowledge and understand that. So all off-market and dual agency does need to be approved by Melba Franklin. Your children are more than welcome to come in the office. I can't promise we won't spoil them. We just ask that you watch them while they're in here. And then all BBAs must be signed before you show your buyers properties. That was one of the big things with the NAR settlements that came about. Honestly, it was something we all should have been doing anyways, right? Don't take our buyers out without signing an agency agreement, but now it's written in law, so we have that there. ABADs must be signed by your buyers and sellers and added as a exhibit to all purchase and sale agreements. Does anybody know what an ABAD is, who's come from another brokerage
Yeah.
or been in the business?
No.
Yeah,
ABAD is the form you sign when someone, like with your client, basically. Before you start showing any.
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, absolutely. So ABAD is an affiliated business disclosure. Basically what it is that state law requires us to disclose our relationships with our closing attorneys, our lenders, and any other business that we get money from for working with or using their services. Do our clients have to use them? No. Does that ABAD require our clients to use them? No. All it is us disclosing or telling our clients about that relationship, because we do have to be upfront and honest about that with our clients.
What does the
right?
acronym stand for again?
Affiliated business disclosure.
Okay.
And forgive me, guys, I know I'm like all stuffed up today. I swear every time the weather changes, I'm like, yeah. And I'm feeling it today, so forgive me with my voice going out and everything. All of your documents must be in command and your offers and commission section must be filled out and submitted to the market center for you to get paid. Lucy's gonna cover more of the tech side with this later, but just so that you know, we can't see that you have a transaction going on or what to pay you or that your offer and transaction is under contract and binding. Until you put those documents in command. So think of command as not only your brokerage compliance, but also like your filing cabinet for brokers to look over everything, and then also for you to get paid so that you're clear to close and get your compensation. No advertising, compensation rates online or on marketing materials. So no going on the MLS or on social media and saying, I'll do it for this percent, right? We want to make sure we don't talk about that until we're belly to belly with the client and we're going over our value points and our agency agreements with them. Follow TCPA guidelines. Basically, all that means is do not call people who are on the do not call list. And if someone asks you not to call them, don't call them. Like I said, Kristen Lineback will be sending that out monthly so that you can scrub your call list against that as well. You can rent out the conference room, the social media room, which is right actually behind you guys, for podcasts and everything like that. And also, any of the boardrooms. There's no cost to that as an agent at our office. All you'll do is let us know so that we can reserve it for you and make sure that no other agent is taking it at the time you need it for closings, video content, whatever you would like to use it for.
Oh, so it's free, okay.
Yeah. You can make appointment with leadership simply by giving us a call or shooting us an email. We're pretty easily accessible with that. And we try to get to everything within at least 48 hours of receiving it as well. Obviously Tuesdays are a little crazy if you've ever been here on a Tuesday, but we try our best to get to everyone. If you need anything, if something's going on, please tell us, because we don't know, right? Unless you talk to us, and we want to be able to be a resource and help and support you. All right, getting down to the numbers. Like we said before, if you have any questions about your monthly brokerage fees, you'll want to reach out to Erin Putnam. That is her email address up there for you. Our monthly brokerage fees that we receive are always for the current month. For example, if you receive a brokerage fee for September, it's for the month of September, just so that you have an idea of how that works. Erin will send you an invoice around the 25th of the month. Don't worry, that's not us saying you haven't paid or anything like that. It's just us giving you a record so that you have a breakdown of your brokerage fees and see what's going to be pulled out on that credit card that comes out that month, right? It also so that you have a copy of that for your records as well. Between the 25th and the 31st of the month, that will be pulled out on your credit card on file. Unless you set up bill pay on your bank, you can do that as well. Your first brokerage fee will be $95. Every month after that is $131 plus the $5 credit card fee, so it ends up being $136. And then every January, we do have to pay an additional $25, which is to renew our profit share benefits. There's also some information if you ever wanted to rent an office here, or if you do copies with the office, color or black and white, so that you have that information and the breakdown of those fees. Does anybody have any questions?
What do you mean like a rent an office?
Yeah.
So you can actually rent any of the closed door office or cubicles if you would like to. Say you're like, hey, I'm gonna be here 3 or 4 days a week. I'm going crazy at home with the kids, whatever it is, and you wanna come in and rent a space so that you can have quiet and time to focus. You can actually do that. They typically run between $45 and $400 depending on the office space. And that will be your reserved office with your office sign where you can set up your computer and all your tools for business. You obviously are always welcome to work in any of the free spaces here. That's more if you just wanted a private space that's just yours.
Okay, and one more question.
Yeah.
How do you get the coaching person again? They coach you if you're full-time worker?
No, so you can meet with Marquia anytime to see if she's a good fit for a coach for you to help you reach your production goals.
Okay.
Yeah, and when I send over the slides today, I'll send over her contact information as well.
Okay.
All right, on to the fun stuff, advertising specifications. As a welcome gift from us, you're gonna get a $70 credit for your first yard sign. What you're gonna do is go to this kw.buildasign.com. You'll create an account using your KW email, and you'll put in this promo code here before checking out, and it'll take the $70 off for you. 60% of your yard sign must be red, the other 40% would be red, white, or gray. So have fun, get creative there, right? You can have a photo of yourself on your yard sign. You can have your website, your email, your phone number. If you have your own logo for your business, you can have that as well. Just make sure that you have the brokerage logo on there as well and the brokerage phone number, and that it's the same size as your information for rec, right? If you're ever unsure of whether your yard sign meets brokerage or state standards, right? You can always send me a proof or send Lucy a proof when she comes on, and we can approve it for you to make sure it looks okay. When you get these slides, you'll actually be able to click here as well, and it will take you to a resource folder that has all the approved brokerage logos in there. There's about 5 of them that you can use to match your style and branding for your yard signs. As another welcome gift from us, you're gonna also get 100 business cards that will be printed by Diane Endeavors, our printing partner. All you have to do is give them a call or send them an email to set up an appointment with them. They can do in-person and virtual appointments, whatever works best for you. And they usually will ship them here to the office for you to pick up. The great thing is there's not a lot of rules when it comes to style and branding of your business cards. If you want an orange business card with a cat logo, you can do that. I don't suggest it, but you can, right? So you can get a little crazy and fun with fonts and colors. The only thing you have to have on there is that you are brokered by Keller Williams Realty Consultants with that logo, right? And then that each office is individually owned and operated. The great thing is that Diane Endeavors is run by agents who have been in Legacy Group, so they know the policies and the rules as well to help get you set up. If you are the creative type and you would like to design your own business card in your new Canva accounts, you can do that and actually send it over to Diane Endeavors and they'll print it. If you aren't the creative type and you want some help with that, they can help design them for you. Continuing education, who here knows what REC is? I know Aziza does, because we just talked about it the other day. REC is the entity that is in charge of our license and making sure that we do our best to service the public, right? They also help us stay up on our education for real estate and make sure we're upholding state laws, right? The first year of real estate, who here is in their first year? Woo woo, yes. Exciting new start, right? Your first year of real estate, REC is going to require you to complete a post-license program. The great thing is that we do have programs here to help you, or you can do an online program. That program is going to be due exactly a year from when your license activated. So if you activated your license on September 7th, 2025, it's going to be due September 7th, 2026 for your post-license. It can take up to a month to complete a post-license program. So you will want to get that started before you get busy with real estate and clients and don't have time to do it, right? The great thing is that when you get close to your post-license or even your REC renewal period, I'm going to send you emails, phone calls, notices, or well, Lucy will. We'll be sending you those notifications just to make sure that you stay up to date with everything, right? And don't lapse during a transaction. After your first year of real estate, you'll have 36 CEs to complete every 4 years for your license renewal. It is due on our birthday month at the end of the month. Happy birthday to us, right? And 3 of those 36 do have to be on license law. Again, we'll send you reminders via text, email, and phone call to make sure that you stay up to date with everything. I do like to say we're in a partnership, right? You guys want to keep your license active, so you'll want to stay on top of that. And then we'll also help to partner to keep you reminded of your license renewal. All right. Ignite is our program with Keller Williams and Legacy Group on how to get your post license completed. It is very Keller Williams centric. It is a great way to get you into production quickly. They go over things like doing a CMA, getting the listing, doing your value proposition. So it's a great thing for agents who are starting out in the industry or even ones who need a business refresher. If you've already completed your post license and you want to attend this as a business refresher, you can do that at no cost. For those who still need to get their post license done, it is $130 that's charged to you when you register for the course. But again, there are online options as well. This is an in-person session to get you going with your business. Board of Realtors. So Board of Realtors is an entity that helps us to not only keep up to a certain code of ethics and fair housing with our clients, but also how we gain access to the GAR contracts with our clients. All Keller Williams agents in the leadership have to be a member of a Board of Realtors, again, so that we are protected by those GAR contracts. And then we're staying in the know of best business practices for our clients as well. Being a member of a Board of Realtors also allows you to use that marketing term realtors with your business. You can join one of these 3 boards below. We have ARA and 400 North for residential real estate. The great thing is if you're new and you're just joining, they do have payment plans. This will be your biggest cost each year, so you will want to write this down and track it for your tax deductions. We all have to do it, but again, they give us access to those GAR contracts that we use with our clients. ACBR is for commercial agents. It is the Commercial Board of Realtors for Atlanta. So if you want to do strictly commercial, that's going to be what you want to go with. And either way, you'll have access to all contracts through all memberships. When you sign up for the Board of Realtors, I'm just going to pull it up real quick so you can see as an example. Right. Say you wanted to join ARA, you're going to go to membership on here. And you can click how to join. They'll give you a breakdown of the fees as well. And you'll click join now. And it'll take you to this application to fill out. You will not have access to the GAR contracts or your client contracts until you sign up with the Board of Realtors and complete this application. If you are coming over from another brokerage and you already are a member of ARA or 400 North, you will need to contact them and let them know, hey, I've transferred brokerages, because they don't let us do it on the brokerage side. They want to hear directly from the members. Right, so you will have to let them know, hey, I've transferred over. There's no fee associated with that. It's just so that your GAR forms now say the new brokerage info on there. And guys, I would highly recommend, don't wait until you have a client to do this. Do it within your first 60 days at the office. The reason being is they can take up to 7 business days to approve your membership, and you could have leads waiting in the wings to put in offers and be your clients, right? And we don't want you to have to wait for that, right?
I attest to that, don't wait.
Yeah.
I had a client and, everything was new and it was just crazy.
Aziza is not a paid actor for this presentation. But yeah, as she attested, it can take a little bit for them to give you your membership number. And meanwhile, you're waiting to get access to those contracts when you have clients and leads.
You will try to find your form and then it won't let you open it and you have no forms. And you'll be like, oh my God, what am I doing wrong?
And then meanwhile, your client's dream house goes under contract. So that is definitely something you're gonna want to make sure that you get done, right? Just to make sure you're protecting yourself and your clients. We're all required to join again within 60 days of joining the brokerage, just so that that doesn't happen to us, right? And so that we're also protected by those GAR contracts, right? When you sign up for your Board of Realtors, they will require you to do an orientation as well. Great thing is that if you do ARA, they have all online orientations. 400 North is in person and ACBR for commercial is online as well. And they give you 6 months from joining to do your orientation with them, right? They will also require you to do code of ethics within 6 months of joining to make sure that you understand best business practices with your clients. For those who already are a member of the Board of Realtors, your code of ethics will not be due until 2027, and fair housing will not be due until 2027 as well. Oops. All right, the MLS. Has everybody been able to get access to the MLS from those who transferred from another brokerage and those who are new? All right.
Yes.
Has everybody had a chance to play around in there and had no issues with getting connected?
Yes.
All right. I'm just gonna go in a little bit here. So FMLS and GAMLS are the multiple listing services. For my experienced agents, bear with me here for a minute. We're just gonna do a brief overview. This is gonna be how you search for properties for your buyers. It's also gonna be where you can find off-market or expired listings to market to try to get them to list with you, right? And then where you can pull CMAs for your sellers and your buyers as well. I'm gonna log in real quick here and I'm just gonna show you guys really quick the basics. Searching for a property for your buyers. For my experienced agents, if you need to go to the restroom or want to grab a coffee for just about 5 or 10 minutes, you can.
Yeah, because I need all the training.
Yeah, we're gonna go over where to find free CEs on here to get your CEs done. Not for your post license, but for your 36 license renewal, right? And then we'll go over how to search for properties and how to set your buyers up on an automated search so that you don't have to go on here every day and look for properties for your clients, right?
Your first year is just gonna be like a lot of learning and it just, you just have to stay focused.
Learning.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Put all together, everything, it will go by
Yeah.
fast.
We always like to say it's like drinking from a fire hose, but I do feel like at each stage in your career, even if you're hearing the same information again, there's parts of it where you're more open to picking it up because of the stage you're at, right? And I think that that is for everyone with their business, right? When you get to certain stages, different things speak to you because you're at that level, right? So right now, there might be terms that I'm saying that you're like, what is she talking about? I swear it's coming to you.
Yeah.
I swear it's coming, right? And then for my experienced agents, you might see something that you were like, oh, I had a gap there that I didn't know I had, right? So hopefully there's something for everyone, right? All right, so when we log in here, I'm just gonna show you guys some free training that you can do. So if you go to training, and a lot of those classes for the FMLS that are listed in your Passport to Success are actually found through here. So you'll see some classes suggested on there to help you not only lead generate, but also just understanding the FMLS tools. They're listed in that passport that you have with you. We're gonna click Find a Course. And if you scroll down here, you'll see a bunch of free CE options. And these are all online and virtual, and they rotate the classes each month. So if you miss a class, you can come check it out another month. Remind Grow Your Business Through Farming is a great lead generation class, especially for off-market listings and expireds, and to see the home value for a property, so that you can market that to your sellers, right? Let's see here. For experienced agents, the Matrix Advanced Tools is a great one. Matrix Basics is great for new agents. And then anything CMA related is going to help you a lot as well for any stage of your career. So again, those are some great classes to check out for free CE that are also listed in that passport that we talked about. If you need help navigating to them, again, just let me know and I can show you. When we're searching for properties for our clients, we're gonna go to Matrix on here. And you can either follow along with me, or if you feel better watching the screen, you can do that as well. I'm gonna click search. And for today, I'm just gonna click residential. Residential detached are single family homes. Residential attached are condos and townhouses. For today, I'm just gonna select detached. And we always want to select active and coming soon when we're looking for properties for our buyers. Then you can put in details like the city, subdivision, zip codes, if they have specific schools they want to live near. I'm just going to put in Roswell for today. Can everybody see okay? Do you guys need me to make it a little bigger? It's good? Okay. And then we'll put the price point in here. You'll see it has the zeros at the end, so you do not need to add them. You can do a price range like 450 to 600,000. You can do plus or minus, like 375 plus, right? Or, less than 700,000. I'm just gonna do that for today. And then you can put the bedrooms, bathrooms, and the square footage your client wants as well. You'll see when you go down here, this is where you can choose interior and exterior and community features, like if they want to live in a golf community, if they want an HOA or not, a pool, things like that. And you'll see as you put more information in, your matches down here will decrease, right? Getting you closer to the criteria that your client wants. If you ever fill this out and you get a 0 at the bottom, we got too many filters going on. We got to take some of those off there, right? To look at your results, we're going to click results. You'll see the MLS number on here. You'll see what's detached properties. You'll also see whether the price decreased, stayed the same, or increased. You'll see the price range, that is an active or coming soon listing. You'll see the property address on here, the number of bedrooms, full bathrooms, and half bathrooms, the year it was built. And then you'll also see the days on market. For my experienced agents, can you tell us why the days on market are so important?
Yes, there's trends in when you can expect a seller to do a price decrease just based off the days on market sometimes. And then also, if you're working with investors or anybody looking, the longer it's gonna be on market, the more negotiating you might have. When it's newly listed, you gotta tell your buyer, they just put this on the market, they're probably not gonna wanna reduce 25K. But if it's been on the market 100 days or something like that, then okay, the seller might be open to entertain our offer. So use it as
As a
data,
leverage,
use that.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The first thing I'm gonna look at when I look at this is I'm always gonna look on the days on market. I'm also going to go to Chart Masters. I'm going to go to State of the Market. I'm going to go to those stats calls that happen, those master and market calls each morning, so that I'm aware of what is selling and what time frame and what's going on in the market, right? So that I'm educated on that. And then, what were you saying?
What's Chart Masters?
So monthly, we send out and quarterly, we send out stats with these interactive charts that have a breakdown of what's going on in the market. And they're interactive charts you can use with your clients as well. And then quarterly, Andy and Leslie hold a state of the market that uses those stats to tell you how to educate your clients and get more leads using those stats.
Okay, good.
Those
Right.
stats are Roswell only, right?
So I believe there are actually multiple counties in the area, but the great thing is that you can change the charts to show a specific county or a specific area.
And how do you access that?
So we send them out to you monthly. It'll come in an email from Agent Services that say Chart Masters MMO, which is monthly reports, or Chart Masters quarterly reports. It'll have a Dropbox link where you can download the PowerPoints for that so that you can edit those charts. And when you go to State of the Market, I think our next one's probably gonna be in October because September is the end of the quarter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
so
first or second week.
yeah, so we'll probably have another one in October. Definitely check those out, because if you're one of those people who hates numbers, Andy and Leslie break it down in such a great way for you to understand, hey, this is what this means, right? This is how you use this for your clients to help them know what's going on, right? But anyways, the point of this being, you want to be educated on the market so that you know how long it's taking for properties to sell in different areas, right? That way you can look at the days on the market and you can say, oh, this property's been sitting for 3 or 4 months. I know in that area that properties are selling in 60 days. So that tells me, one, we're gonna always do an inspection for a property like that. You should do one anyways. But we're also going to not obviously offer the full amount on there, right? We're gonna tell our buyers, hey, don't offer the 639, let's do this. We'll advise them on that based on those days on market. To look at the properties, I'm just gonna click the MLS number here.
Before you
Yeah.
move to another screen.
Yeah,
In what situation would a price on a listing go up? What does that mean? That it's gone up since the last time it sold, or? they listed it and then increased the price after they listed it? What does that mean?
It might be the seller, a lot of, it's really hard to say with that. It's really just dependent on the agent and the seller. If they got a lot of positive feedback and had to bring the price up, if,
Sometimes it's an error.
Yeah.
The agent put in the wrong price and they have to go back in.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
they have to
Because
edit
it was
the
like,
price.
they got offers above listing and they were like, okay, screw you guys. We're just gonna redo this.
No, typically it's you, like we've said, typically it's like a user error, or again, like the seller, maybe they found out that they owe a little more on the property than they thought they did, and they need to raise it a bit to meet that.
Okay.
Right, so
okay.
there's different things like that,
So it does mean that the price has gone up since they originally listed it that time.
yes.
Okay,
Yeah, but it doesn't really tell like the background story
Yeah,
of what
okay.
happened there. But if you want to look at the property, and we're just gonna click on the MLS number here, again, you can click through and see the photos. Right, not too bad there. You can see the property address details, the numbers of bedrooms and bathrooms, the schools nearby, the square footage. You'll see public and private remarks from the listing agent. You'll see the utilities and building materials, the tax information, and you'll also see the listing agent. Look at that, Keller Williams, I didn't even plan that. So you'll see the listing agent's info as well on there and those days on markets that we talked about. If you would like to send this to your client, this is the agent view. This is the view that tells you all the private information that the listing agent wanted you to know, right? We don't want to send this version to our buyers. What we would like to do is go to display up at the top, and we're gonna click buyer single line or buyer one page. And you'll see the private remarks are gone and the listing agent's contact information is gone as well. If we want to just send our clients this one property, we can click email, right? And send it to our clients. If we would like to set our clients up on an automated search so that every time a property in Roswell goes live that is under 700,000 and has 4 bedrooms and a cat hole or whatever, cat dog door, whatever you want in there. What you'll do is you'll click save. New auto email. You're gonna put your contact in here. And then you're always gonna BCC your copy to yourself. Because Mr. and Mrs. Smith are gonna be like, Aziza, I love that property you sent me yesterday, let's go see it, right? So you wanna BCC yourself a copy so that you know what the MLS is sending them, right? And then you can choose what days they're going to receive it. If you have a client looking, don't send it to them every day, because they're gonna stop looking at your emails, right? I would choose one day a week, usually like a Thursday or Friday, to send it to them. That way that they can get that in every Thursday and Friday morning, they'll be all set to go.
Okay, one more thing.
Yeah,
You clicked on at the top, like
mhm.
the new buyer. Wait, what's the name of the thing?
I'm sorry, what was that?
When you were trying to switch to the buyer version.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Here, wait one moment. So you'll see up here, it says display.
Okay.
If you click down on that, it has a bunch of different views, so you can do the agent full view. I usually do an agent full view for myself or for the producing agent so that you have all the facts and details of the private remarks, right? So for example, if you look on here, this agent put in the appraisal information, they put in things like, hey, we don't want offers lower than this, contact this person for this, right? You don't wanna bombard your client with all that information, right? That's some kind of some private agent, between agent information. So instead of sending them all that, we're gonna send them that buyer one page. And you'll see that private information and the listing agent's information is no longer on there. Also, it protects you as their agent, so they're not working around with the listing agent to get the deal closed without you helping and protecting them. All right, guys, does anybody have any questions about Matrix or about the MLS? Yeah.
When your buyer gets that MLS listing, Is there anything for them to click on to look at the photos?
Yeah, so how it comes over to them, it comes over in an email list for them. Kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen like a Sign Up Genius or anything like
Yeah.
that, but it'll be a photo, the property information, and then a link they can click on to view all the photos.
Okay, cool.
And it'll have a list of all the properties that day that are available.
Okay.
If they ask you, they want to buy next year because they need to take care of some credit or whatever. But they would like to see some gradual properties, like maybe you can send them every 2 weeks, whatever is available. Based on what they need. Do you use MLS or you use the something genius? It's in command,
The KWLS?
no, like, it's just like where you
All
can,
day.
where you just use it, FMLS for those properties.
I've always used GAMLS, and then if someone's looking out that far, I would only choose a 1 day a week to do that. Before we cover the next portion, I'd like to introduce you guys to Markia.
Hello.
I kind of look familiar.
I know, I feel like
It's not-
before.
Markia does it all. I'm telling you, if you want to learn to juggle it all and be a true entrepreneur with different opportunities and different routes for your business, that's Markia here. So
Hello.
thank you for joining us,
You're
Markia.
welcome. I was like, I hope I came in at the right time.
You're good. It's perfect because they already have gotten a little bit of base of knowing who you are. So.
Okay, perfect. So I'm Markia Watts. I am the business coach here. I also help run the property management section and buy, sell real estate. I do it all, right? But one of the things that I wanted to come to you all about, of course, talking about business coaching, how I can help sell your business. One of the things that the business coaching program now have is like foundation courses. So when you join business coaching, you actually will get a portal where you'll be able to go through your foundation courses, actually go through your Life by Design or 411, just to kind of see exactly specifically how you want to build your business. I think that in this industry, when you have so many different ways to build your business, it can become very overwhelming. So business coaching can help you to figure out what those 3 strategies are, especially if you want to do real estate full-time or if you want to do a dual career. I would stick to 2. I am also known for being a dual career agent, doing non-transactions while having a full-time job. So I can definitely help you all to scale if you do have a full-time job and you're trying to actually do that transition. But scaling your business down to know exactly how you want to build your business is going to be key in order for you to go faster. Also, I help break down the state of the market as well too, which is pretty much where help you to understand where the market is, where it was, where COVID led us, and kind of where we are now, so that you all can properly educate your clients appropriately. Because a lot of people starting off or just coming back into the industry don't like to have conversations as much because they don't know what to say. So I help you all to put things into an easier perspective so that you can get your message out. Any questions for me?
Markia, if they wanted to meet with you to have an introduction to coaching and just kind of see what it's like and what a meeting, a one-on-one with you looks like, what would be the best way for them to do that?
So when Raven sends out the email, I will, for orientation, I will send you all an email back and it will have a Calendly link for me, for you all to book a one-on-one session. I'm also having a once a month orientation. Bold is ending next week, so probably on the 24th, which is the week after next, I'll have like a orientation as well too. So if you haven't had a one-on-one with me and you're still thinking about it, then you all can join the business coaching orientation and just kind of learn a little bit more. Okay. Any other questions? All right, thank you all.
Thank you, Markia.
You're welcome. Oh, and you get a shirt doing the work. As well too, when you join business coaching as well.
I like to say business coaching is really like the largest team in the office, right?
Yes,
You
you
can
can see five of us, it's a whole community. It's a whole-
Yeah, and they have their own club and events and their own competitions as well. It's really is a great community to be a part of. Another benefit is that a lot of times when our top producers are looking for someone to show
yeah.
properties or do open houses or take a listing or buyer out for them, they come to Marquia
Yeah. I
first.
just gave somebody a $1.7 million open house opportunity as well too yesterday, so it's like really good. We're giving out like 5 to 6, well, I'm giving out 5 to 6 open house opportunities a week, so it's really nice. If that's the way you wanna do your business.
And a lot of times with those open house opportunities, the listing agent will allow you to take any buyers who sign in that are unrepresented there. So great way to grow everything. Thank you so much.
Thank
Marcia.
you.
Yeah, I'm going to you real soon.
Now we can put a face with the
Yeah.
face we've been seeing all over this presentation.
Follow her on TikTok.
Oh, yeah, she is a social media guru. She is fantastic with the social media and showing agents how to use social media. They actually will go into luxury listings sometimes on the weekend as a field trip. And they'll do recordings of those properties to get more content for their social media as well. And she shows you how to edit those and how to do those videos.
That I'm very familiar, social media, that's what I do.
Yeah, awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, it's definitely the way of the future.
Yeah.
All right, showing time. For my agents who transferred over, is your showing time working okay right now? Okay, so you'll want to check on your showing time. For my new agents who are coming over, you can actually go to your app store right now and download Showing Time for free. Showing Time is going to be how you schedule showings for your listings. If you need help, raise your hand. We're just going to take a brief moment to download Showing Time. Again, it's in your app store. It looks kind of like a blue sundial. And once you have Showing Time downloaded, there's gonna be a button that you can click to register. And again, if you need any help, just put your hand up real quick and I'll come over and take a look. Again, Showing Time is gonna be how we schedule showings for our buyers. We live in Georgia, people have dogs, people have guns, people have living in those properties. So we always want to schedule a showing first and have it approved by the listing agent before just going up to a property and unlocking the doors with our super E-key, right? So Showing Time will be how you schedule those showings. And then for our listing agents, Showing Time will also be how you open up a property to have showings with buyer's agents. Is anybody having trouble finding the app?
No.
No. Once you click register, you're going to want to, it's going to ask you what email to use. You're actually going to want to use your personal email that you used when you signed on with the brokerage, because that is the email that's connected to Showing Time and to fmls.com. And it's going to verify that email address.
My email is not here.
I need help.
Maybe, yeah. I'll pop around the room real quick. And it's nice to meet you in person. I don't think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. It's nice to meet you in person. Yeah. So we're gonna click. I think you're, since you're, yeah.
Okay.
Once that's done, we'll get you added there.
It's asking if I wanna register with FMLS or Georgia MLS.
I would choose FMLS. It's, I haven't seen people do it through their computer before, so I'm not familiar with that. I've only seen it on the app store. So yeah.
I had
that's
it,
the one.
yeah.
And then just let me know when it opens and I can guide you through the next.
Okay.
Yep, you're gonna click register. Yeah. And we're gonna put in your personal email there. And it'll send you a link. Are you doing okay over here, Whitney?
Yes, I'm just laughing because my husband is gonna come take this same orientation in a few weeks and.
You're gonna be like, I got you, I got you.
No, you're gonna, you or Lucy is gonna be like, oh my God, this guy's never seen a cell phone before. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know how to download an app.
Well, that's what we're here
Yeah.
helping with that part.
That makes sense.
I'll set up with that part.
Because that way, if you need to schedule a showing, it's easier.
Yeah.
Dustin, yours connected over okay when you transferred and
Yes.
yours as well, Aziza?
Yeah. So you won't be here for my graduation.
I know. I know. It's definitely bittersweet, but like I said, I don't think I could have handed it off to anyone better. Lucy's fantastic. Like I said, she trained me. So I mean, if there's things you love about what I'm doing, it probably came from her teaching me to do it that way, right? The other thing is that I like to say I know the tech, but she's like the OG with the tech, right? She knows all the command stuff, all the DocuSign, all that stuff, and it's gonna be a great resource to you. She also is bilingual. So,
I speak Spanish.
yeah, so if English isn't your first language and you want to learn something in Spanish, help with that as well.
Okay. I mean,
But do you speak idiot?
Oh, no.
I got you.
Whitney, we're recording. Your husband might see this.
Oh, I'm the idiot, not him.
All right, guys, so if everybody is in showing time, once you're into the system, what you'll do to schedule a showing, you'll see on the left-hand side, there's a little drop-down menu. I like to call it the hamburger, because it's like doop, 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 right? Or the sandwich. You'll click that drop-down menu and click schedule a showing. Then you would type in the property address to begin scheduling. Super E-key, who knows what a super E-key is? Aziza, you can't raise your hand, you already did.
Yes.
Dustin, you already answered.
Are you want me to answer again?
If you would like
Oh,
to.
yeah, it basically allows us to get into the Bluetooth lock boxes.
Absolutely. So our super E-keys are how we get into properties in Georgia. So Mr. and Mrs. Smith say, hey, Whitney, I love that property you showed me last night. Let's go out to see it. You schedule the showing on showing time and the listing agent approves that showing, right? Our super E-key is going to be what we use to go to the property and unlock the lock boxes so we can get into the property.
Yeah, you have to download this one.
Okay.
Super.
So to get your super E-key, just so you can see this.
You just open up the app
just tap in.
and then once you register with the app and then you tap it.
We're gonna go back to firstmls.com.
But you need it.
I was about to say you need it.
I'll come over to you in a second. 'cause
No, I
I'm
got
ready.
it.
Okay.
Thank you.
And you'll see on here, once you sign into firstmls.com,
Oh.
we're gonna scroll down and click Supra E-key under the product directory.
It's about 17, yeah. And
And it's gonna take you to an application to fill out so that you can sign up for your super E-key. It's also gonna require you to fill out a PIN. Write down that PIN somewhere, because that's gonna be the password you use every single time you unlock a door for a property. After you complete this application, what will happen is that FMLS will give you a call
Yeah.
to let you get set up on the super E-key. They'll give you an authorization code and walk you through the steps to download the super E-key to your phone. Does anybody want to do this now? Again, I'm just gonna go through the steps real quick. We're gonna go back to firstmls.com. You will have to have the super E-key in order to run your business in the state of Georgia and to take your clients out on showings. There is a cost associated with it. It's a $50 application fee and then $16.80 a month. But again, you can't show properties in Georgia without the super E-key.
Yeah, and most doors, I did a few rental showings, 2 of them. Most doors have that super key, you need it to get in. Even if you call the agent, sometimes they won't even respond or text.
Yeah. So to fill out that application again, we're gonna go to firstmls.com. We're gonna log in using our credentials on our master passwords. If you need those login credentials and wanna follow along with me, just raise your hand and I can get those over to you.
I want to follow along with you.
Okay. We're gonna go to Supra. under that product directory. And then we're gonna fill out the information here for our billing address, our password or PIN, and a picture of the front of our driver's license. And then again, like I said, usually that same day or the next day, Super EQ will give you a call to give you the authorization code to access that app. They're pretty quick about it. Does anybody have any questions about Showing Time or Super EQ? Is anybody having any trouble accessing those apps right now? I know we're talking about Super EQ. If you aren't feeling comfortable signing up for the Super EQ or your board of realtors today, we can also have an onboarding meeting anytime next week to go over setting that up for you. All right, I'm gonna move forward here. One of our biggest things about Keller Williams is that we want to be our true authentic selves. We want to accept all cultures and make sure everybody has equal opportunity here. One of the things I love about here is that we are inclusive to everyone and we try to make sure everyone's equally represented. You're coming in at a fun time because in October, we're gonna actually have an international potluck where everybody can bring dishes from their different cultures and sharing food and meet with each other. I'm gonna play a little video for you guys from Julia Lachey, who is head of our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Task Force with Keller Williams. Oh, it helps if I got the video playing.
I have so many agents from so many places that have so many specialties and so many things that make them so individual.
Here we go. Wait 1 second, guys. I'm gonna start over so we can get it big for you. There we go.
Agents from so many places that have so many specialties and so many things that make them so individual. We wanted to create a space where everyone could find their niche and belong. Most people build their wealth through the acquisition of real estate. And there are so many different kinds of people. Training and education are an integral part, of course, of anything. We are a learning-based company, and learning how to serve a wider client base is one of our primary objectives. Everybody has a different perspective of the same thing, and all of our clients aren't experiencing a transaction in the same way. By opening and expanding your mind and learning more about people and all of our differences, we're able to really provide specified services to all of our clients that are going to help them and give them what they need in their transaction. And we teach agents really how to use language and use advertising and marketing to get as many clients as possible. The agents have really had a good time learning about the tools and the resources and the differences and how to grow your business through community partnerships and all the different things that we talk about in this particular community. There are two primary classes that we teach: The Color of Real Estate and Unconscious Bias in Real Estate. If you haven't taken them, you'll want to go to events.kw.com. We teach them every month. Our mission is really to make sure that people, any people, whoever they are, wherever they come from, whoever they love, whatever they believe, can walk into any of our market centers and realize and understand and really feel like this is the place where they belong and they can build a thriving business. That takes each and every single one of us.
Where's my son? James.
All right, then. Okay, so that's a little bit about our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Task Force here. Again, something that I love about our market center is that we do come from so many different unique backgrounds that are celebrated here. And we're going to talk about some of our affinity groups that you can join, just to get connected with the different groups here at the Market Center and with Keller Williams worldwide. They do have monthly meetings. They have trainings and different meetups to go over things to help you grow your business and get over those hurdles and biases that might be out there. So we're going to cover that now, as well as some of our different realtor designations you can receive. So we have different groups in Keller Williams International, like the Rainbow Network, CHISPA, Hispanics Leaders of Real Estate, Pan Asian, BREN, which is Black Real Estate Network, Lady Leaders, Sign Language, Farsi, Arabic. We also have a Special Abilities, Simcha, Latinos, Tribal, and we also have the Namaste Sangam group. We also have groups like, I'm just gonna go forward for a minute. KW Military, that you can get a specific designation for. We have a Sports and Entertainment division, wellness, relocation, young professionals, and real estate planners. And if you click on any one of these graphics, it will actually take you to those groups so that you can learn more about them and also become involved, whether you are personally a member of that group or if it's just something that's important to you and you want to connect with that. We're gonna go back and go into a little bit about the designations here and our culture here. We believe in a win-win culture here. You might hear people say, why 4C2Ts? I swear we're not drinking the Kool-Aid here. That's just what we call our KW culture. We believe in win-win or no deal, integrity and doing the right thing, that our customers always come first, unless they're trying to get us to break license law, and let us know so that we can try to help get you out of that situation. Commitment in all things. Communication to seek first to understand all sides of a transaction. Creativity. Dustin's business is gonna look different than Nora's. They're gonna have different gifts in their real estate business, and that's great, right? We believe in teamwork and working together. Trust and honesty. You'll never see anybody in our office like, hey, don't look at what I'm doing here. We try to have a sharing culture and try to help each other because there's enough business out there for everyone. We believe in success and results through people, right? You'll see us also giving back throughout the year and volunteering with some of these nonprofits like First Responders Foundation, Foster Care Support Foundation, North Fulton Charities, and Homestretch. So we'll hope you'll want to get involved with us. You're not required to, but it is a great way to, get involved in your community and help your community, as well as do a client touch that's not all about real estate, right? So just by cleaning out our clients' closets, helping them clean out their pantries, you can help the community and also do a nice touch for our clients. Every year we get together and give back through Red Day. Again, like I said, we try to give back throughout the year. We're gonna have a coach drive coming up. But Red Day is our big annual day each year where every Keller Williams worldwide takes the day off to try and help give back to the community. I'm gonna play a little video about that for you guys.
All right, so this is kind of a cool moment because I remember when we launched Red Day in 2009. I'm a believer that anything is possible. We've got this going on around the world. That's really cool. We're painting pictures of the impossible. I got a vision and I'm gonna make it true. Oh. We thank you all for your contributions. KW family, let's make this happen. All we gotta do is believe. We can change the world. We can change the world.
So that's a little bit about our Red Day. We hope you guys will be able to get together with us this upcoming May to get involved with that. Again, we try to put the good out there in our community and get the good back, right? We also have different real estate designations in our office and throughout Keller Williams International. We have a strong commercial presence in our office. You can become a commercial agent through joining the board of realtors, the commercial board of realtors, and then also signing up to get the commercial designation through Keller Williams International. When you get this, you'll actually be able to click on here and it will take you to their sign up if you would like to be a commercial agent. If you have commercial clients, but you don't want to handle the commercial contracts, you don't want that headache because it is a different animal, you can actually partner with commercial agents in the office to help guide you through that as well. We also have a luxury division for real estate. We have a strong luxury presence in Roswell as well. There are 3 ways to qualify for luxury. Either your property will qualify by its price, or you will qualify as an agent by selling 4 properties in 2 years that are at the luxury price point. There's no cost being a part of that luxury division or the qualifying properties as well.
Sorry, say that again, by closing.
So-
What?
So you either have a property that qualifies on its own by the price range, or you can qualify as a designated luxury agent for free by selling 4 properties in 2 years that meet, I believe it's 775 and above for our area, for the price range. So it's not too hard to hit it there, especially with the price range in Roswell and surrounding counties, so not too tough to get there. And they do have training resources and luxury branding that you can use when you're designated as a luxury agent. We also have land agents in our office. You do not have to have a land designation in order to sell land in Georgia, but there is that specified designation if you would like it that allows you to say, I am a certified KW land agent. And then you can get all these different classes as well to boost your knowledge of selling land. All right, breaking barriers. Let's talk about some things to help you guys with your business and help you grow, right? For breaking barriers, we have events, KW events. We have family reunion, which will be in February this year in Atlanta. Woo woo! It's usually never here, so we're excited about that. It's the group Mega Camp and Family Reunion are the biggest conferences for Keller Williams throughout the year. It's basically the top minds in real estate coming together to talk about business planning, talk about market trends, and talk about strategies for selling real estate, right, and growing your business. So I highly recommend coming to at least a family reunion, which will be in Atlanta, like I said, coming up in February if you can, so that you can network. I know agents who use it as a complete networking event. I actually have someone great coming in here.
I didn't want to interrupt Markia while she was.
We were just talking about family reunion and how you can use it as a networking event.
Yes, people. Yes. How are y'all? How are you doing? I think you have it.
Susan
my card.
Corley is our mentor for the office, along with Fiona Jane Wheeler. And like I was just saying, some agents in our office use family reunion to grow their business through relocation and real estate relationships. Susan Corley has written a book on that,
It's my
right?
gig. I love it. It's my retirement plan, literally. And I plan on retiring in the next year or so. My superpower is connecting people. And so connecting people around the world. The benefit is that I get to meet really awesome people around the world. I've taught class in Dublin, Ireland before, because I was going there to see my daughter. And I reached out to the office there and said, hey, I'd love to come teach a class. Got to write off the trip, so that's a bonus too. But it's really kind of great to be able to help serve your people. How many of you have only lived in Georgia your whole entire life? How many of you have people and family who have left Georgia or live everywhere else in the world besides where you are? Same. So that is what made me think about it. It's like I have people, my whole family's out in California. So I've got like corners of California totally covered. And other places, I used to live in Ohio. My husband was down in Florida for a while. So it's like, I have people that need help and they all trust me because they know that I'm gonna vet people out. So it's a really great way to kind of increase your numbers and your production. I have finally started tracking it decently. I won't say well, I'll call it decently. My coach is like on me. But if all the ones that I'm tracking pan out, I've got like an extra $70,000 income for the year. So, and what I do, for example, like, let's say, for example, your name is?
Cassandra.
Cassandra, nice to meet you. Cassandra, if you're like, hey, Susan, do you have someone in Asheville? It's like, oh my gosh, yes, I have this great couple up in Asheville, I'll connect you. It ends up being a 30% referral. You get 25%, I get 5%. But I connected them. They love that I do that. They throw business our way too. And I have people call me like, who do you have? Like, I don't do Conyers and Covington really all that much anymore, or certain areas. So I'll be like, oh, I have an agent that I'll refer that to as well. So it's a really great way to expand upon your business. And basically what I let my clients know is like, listen, I can help you anywhere. I can help your family members anywhere. Utah, Seattle, Mexico, Costa Rica, because we have people that come to these events from all over the world because we're a worldwide company. When I go, I do tend to fangirl. Like I'm looking, because we all have little name tags on, and I'm like fangirl looking for like, ooh, Paris. I need more people in Paris, and I want to go teach in Paris. I also think about, where do I want to go travel to? So it's really kind of fun that way. So definitely think about that when you talk to people. Because I was new 10 years ago and I came off of being a professional volunteer for my kids' organizations. Let's just say I was lucky enough to be home with my kids for a while. And I had the mindset of like, no one's going to work with me. I haven't been working for a while. But yet everyone who knew me, who saw me raise a couple $100,000 every year for these organizations were like, well, you'll be great. And I want you to help my kids and my aunt and my parents or whatever. So don't limit yourself to only like that one person. Let your people know it's like, oh, I've got someone there I can help. And guess what? If you don't, you can find someone. It's not hard. But I tend to, with all my people, I vet them out. So I try to make sure that we have a good half hour to an hour call. And we usually talk, besides seeing each other at conferences, I'll try to do, my goal is quarterly, but I can't say that it happens quarterly with all of them. So
what's your plan for this year?
my plan for this
For
year.
February.
For February? Oh, so this year I'm actually hosting a referral party at Monday Night Brewing. I've got it rented out and I've got a couple sponsors that are helping me. So all of my referral partners around the country and world are going to be treated to coming to kind of get together and meet each other as well.
Yeah. What if you can write off your trips to family reunion as a business expense?
Yeah.
Especially if you're using it for networking to grow your business and grow your scope of business for your clientele who are moving in and out of state.
Yeah, because people move all the time.
Yeah.
So don't forget about that. Anyway, nice to meet you all. I'm always here for you. Feel free, if I don't pick up the phone, leave a text. Because I'm often driving down the road or I've got 2 dogs pulling me down the street and I can't get my phone. But a big one and a littler one. So, but feel free to reach out. There is no question that is stupid, okay? I have had all those questions and sometimes people stump me and I'm like, ooh, I have no idea. No one's ever asked that question before. So feel free to reach out to either myself or Fiona, because we're here to help you with your business.
Awesome.
Okay?
Thank you, Susan.
So yeah, I'm happy to be here. See y'all later. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Whitney can attest, she worked with Susan yesterday too, and she got herself ready for her listing, so. That we are here to help with that and help get you guys set up with everything.
And you don't know, but she offered to go to the listing appointment with me. And she also, I was messaging her at like 9:30 PM last night with like some dumb questions. Like, and she was like, oh, I was just asking her like, yeah, so I have this other listing and I don't know what to do with, it's a commercial thing. And I was like, and this referral, is there a form I fill out? And she's just like, yep, answering all my questions.
Yeah, they really are fantastic.
Yeah.
I myself as an agent have asked them multitudes of questions, so.
Yeah, that's what I was asking you earlier. I was like, so why do they volunteer their time for this? Cause
It
she's
really
definitely using her time helping. So.
They definitely get a leadership opportunity there, and like some benefits with that, but there's nothing agent to agent with that, so. Breaking barriers again, okay, so we have some great podcasts you can get involved with. Forgive me, Lucy, I know we're getting a little close to time here for your portion. We have the Millionaire Real Estate Podcast. You can click on any one of these and it will actually take you to that podcast so you can listen to it for free. We also have The Color of Real Estate, which is Black real estate owners and Black business owners talking about how they're growing their business and how they're becoming successful, overcoming any bias or hurdles there. We also have Empire Builders, which is people going through marriage and parenthood and just general life with their family while also juggling real estate, right? And then we have Think Like a CEO, which is people like Jay Papasan and Gary Keller who are talking about being business owners. Again, you can click on any one of these and it will take you to where you can listen to the podcast for free if you would like to. We literally wrote the book on the model. So we have the MREA, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. We have Millionaire Real Estate Investors. We have the Shift book. We have One Thing. And now they have a rookie real estate agent book as well to help get you started when you're brand new. So One Thing is great for when you need to help prioritize your tasks. If you get squirrel brain like I do, right? The One Thing is great for you. If you need models and systems, the MREA book is the best for you. If you're working with investors or want to get into investing yourself, check out the MREI book. And if you want to learn more about working through shifting markets, which they're always shifting, you have the shift book as well. Most of these are available on Amazon to purchase as well, or through the market center. All right, let's talk about some ways for you guys to get connected and stay in the know of what's going on in the market center and your resources here. When you click on this, it will actually take you to an agent resource photos that has a folder that has the office logos. It has a digital version of that 100-day passport to success. It has letterhead for the office, utility checklist, buyer and seller checklist, DocuSign and Command Help videos. So think of that as like your all one-stop shop, right? You also have a KW email listed on your master password sheets. Once you complete your onboarding documents, we'll send over your master password, which will include that. To access your KW email, you will want to go to gmail.com because it is a Google Business Suite email. I highly recommend logging in your first 30 days and just verifying your account with a recovery email or phone number so that you maintain access to that KW email because it can lock if you never log into it. Once you start using your KW email, if you would like to change over to that KW email instead of your personal for office emails, just let me know and I'll update it on our side. We also have classes, CEs, workshops, and masterminds that you can attend that are listed on your monthly training calendar. And then you can also access our training library, and we're gonna do that right now. If you guys want to pull up your phone or your laptops, we're going to create accounts for our training library. We're gonna go to kwroswelltraining.com. And once you go to kwroswelltraining.com, it's gonna look a little bit like this. To access classes via Zoom, we're going to click today's class and you'll see it will redirect you to the Zoom link. To access the training library, we're going to click agent information. And I'm just going to give everybody a minute to follow along with me. Again, that was kwroswelltraining.com. And we clicked agent information.
Sorry, where did you, oh, never mind, found it, sorry.
When you scroll down on there, we're gonna click create account. And then you'll put your first, last name, whatever email you choose to use to log in here, and you do not have to put in your phone number. And we're gonna click create. That will notify me that you've created an account on the KW Roswell training page. And then after orientation today, I'll be able to grant you access so that the next time you go to kwroswelltraining.com and you go to agent information and sign in using that password and email address that you used, right? You'll be able to see the full training website. So I'm just going to show you mine real quick. So when I log in here, it now looks like this. So again, I went to kwroswelltraining.com. I clicked agent information. I had already created an account. So we logged in. And you'll see the chart master reports are on here. The policy manuals and independent contractor agreement are on here in case you ever want to check them out. We also have contract how-to videos that were created by Susan Corley. They're usually less than 10 minutes long. 10 minutes long so that you can check them out and see how she fills out contracts on there. You'll see office resources on here like the pay at close form, agent resources folders, orientation, things like that. We also have lead gen classes on here. I highly recommend checking out this 36 Touch with Andy and Leslie Peters and this Golden Text with Sam Jackson, as well as how to market, hold, and list open houses if you're a new agent with Robin and Lucy Sena.
Yeah.
And then if you scroll down, you'll also see team meetings on here so that you can check out past team meetings if you missed them. So it's an all-encompassing training library for you to check out on here. All right, and like I said, once you create your account, I'll grant you access and then you'll be able to log in and see those training videos. All right, some other resources here. We're also gonna take out our phone and scan this QR code real quick. What this is it's a link to the training library where it goes to just the contract how-to videos. It will take you to a Google Drive where you'll be able to see those contract how-to videos from Susan Corley with the most common contracts you'll be using in your business. That way, when it's 11:59 at night, right, and people are sleeping and you got to put in a final and best offer, you do have some sort of resource to look over. Okay, this is how I go to DocuSign and fill out these contracts for my clients. And like I said, the best part is they're less than 10 minutes long. So it really is a quick help guide. If for some reason you're having trouble with skipping, when I send this over, you'll be able to click on the links on here. You'll also see a link for the pay at close form, the affiliated business disclosure, earnest money deposits using the Earnest Money app. And this probably needs to be updated, but what to do when your contract goes binding, so that you can submit everything in command. Some other ways to be in the know. I know we talked about this earlier, but mastering the market calls is going to be a great way for you to stay ahead of what's going on in the market and the stats. It's a call every single morning except for Tuesdays from 8:30 to 9. On Thursdays and Fridays, it goes from 8:30 to 9:30. They do script practicings on there. Sometimes they do live calls with clients and leads and FSBOs, right? So it's a great way for not only for you to know what's going on in the market, but hear what your peers are doing to help grow their business and handle objections. It is all Legacy Group offices coming on this call and then talking about what's going on with their businesses. So you can show up with your coffee and your jammies after walking your dog, right? Camera off and just listen to what's going on, right? As your morning news or your way to start the day. Daily stats. So Nate Marabella is also going to email you daily stats. You should start receiving those soon about what's going on. They're a great marketing material to put on your social media as well. You can use any one of these open spaces for live lead gen, coming in with other agents and lead generating and bouncing ideas off of each other. We talked about state of the market and chart masters. You will also get daily text messages with news that's going on in the office. So this is a way for you to lock in and be engaged and know what's happening here. Melody will also send out weekly emails with what's going on in the office so that you're always in the know, no matter which platform you choose to receive your news from the market center.
Good question.
Yeah.
Could you go back to that slide? I was logging into my drive.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Let me see if I can get that edit button out of the way.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, some other ways you can get locked in, because I'm going to tell you guys, real estate is a roller coaster. There's going to be days where you love it and you're winning and you're closing every transaction and you're like, this is fantastic. And there's going to be days where you're letting the seller's dog out of the house and the deal falls through and you're like, why am I doing this? And it's so important to be engaged in your market center and find your group of people to help support you and bounce ideas off of and just network with, to help you through those wins and help you through those hard times. So we're going to talk about a few ways you can get connected with other people and network in the office. We do have a Legacy Group Facebook page and a Roswell Rocks Facebook page. When you get this, it's going to have links so that you can join. Share, make your post shareable on your Instagram and social media pages, because if you're sharing something about a property or marketing yourself as a real estate agent, we want to share that as well. So we'll actually promote that. If you follow us, it will follow you back and we'll be able to see your listings or anything that you post. Monthly training calendar, come to classes, because we track everything and we find that agents who come to at least 2 classes a month have 50% more business than the agents who don't. Right? So we do track all that data there. Come to Legacy Group events and check out their training library as well, because they have their own training resources available to you as another step aside from your local broker. Come to our Roswell on the Rocks event. So you can come and drink and eat and meet everybody and network in the office, and it's on the Alliance Partners dime, right? Bring your spouse or partner with you and just come enjoy a good time with leadership, getting to know everybody and blowing off some steam for real estate, right? Consider joining one of our Agent Leadership Council committees. So you can rub elbows with the top 20% in the office and also get involved in what's going on in the market center with events, diversity, equity, and inclusion. We also have a production group and a finance group, so you can get involved in one of these different communities or committees to help make sure that your voice is heard in the market center. Think like board of directors or school clubs for the office, right? And then obviously networking with open houses, door knocking, cold calling, and client events with your alliance partners and other agents in the office. Because I can tell you, nothing stinks more than having a door shut in your face when you're door knocking, but it makes it a little less bad when your friend across the street is having the same thing happen to them, right? All right, so you have a lot of opportunity with Keller Williams. If you would like to see what your strengths are in real estate and where your areas of growth and opportunity are, you can actually have a KPA or Keller Williams personality assessment done for you. What you can do is give me a call or an email and I can order that for you for free. Once you've taken the assessment, just let me know and I'll send you your results. It helps to go over your results with a business coach just to see, again, where those gaps are, what your learning style is, what your best lead gen strategy is based on your personality. And also if you want to join a team, a lot of our teams use the KPA as a type of resume to see where you would best fit on their team.
And when does this happen?
So you can actually reach out to me and I will order that for you.
Okay.
So it's on a request basis.
Right, gotcha.
All right. We talked about how you can get referrals for Keller Williams through other agents throughout the country. The great thing is that Command actually goes over how you can get referrals in there. They have a full referral network worldwide so that you never have to say no to business. Lucy's probably going to touch on this more during her tech portion of the orientation, but I just want to let you know, you never need to say no to someone just because you don't have a license in that state. You can always collect a referral fee and connect them to an agent in another state. All right. Some other ways you can earn some passive income. I'm sure you all heard about profit share when you did your onboarding documents. I know we all talked about it together. But we also have a pre-licensing program. So if you have anyone you know who wants to get into real estate, you can direct them to our pre-licensing program. It's a scholarship that they can do their pre-licensing at no cost to them. You can do that by connecting with me or that K-Score email, and we'll get them signed up for the free pre-licensing course. It does cover their full 75-hour licensing course and their course exam. They will just have to pay for their license activation and their state exam. And then when they come on board, we do write down who gave them to us or who connected us with them so that they can, again, name you as their sponsor for profit share benefits.
What do sponsors get?
So every time someone closes a transaction, they keep their full 70% of their commission. We're actually going to go over in a minute, but that's good. Well, I can go over real quick, but so you'll keep your full 70% of your commission. And then for those agents who help to grow the market center, that 30% that goes to the office, some of it goes to keep our lights on, right? Some of it goes to Gary Keller because we got to pay Gary. And the other percentage of that actually goes back to the agents who help grow the market center. And they'll get that for the rest of their lives, right? As long as they're with Keller Williams. So that's how the profit share tree works.
So like when I put someone as my sponsor, what did she gets like an extra, she gets a little bit more profit share because I put her as my sponsor, or?
No, so basically how it works is, like I said, if you close a deal, then you would keep your full portion of the commission for that closed deal. That part that the brokerage takes, the 30%, Keller Williams International will pay her a portion on the deals that close. So she wants you to close deals, yeah, from that side as well.
Like what's
Or
that percent?
interested?
I'll play a video that goes over it a little more. What were you saying, Aziza?
I have 2 people that are interested in having their license.
Yeah.
So I think I emailed somebody about one of them. When I first signed the paperwork. I don't
Okay.
think they contacted her yet.
I'm not sure. I can take a look at that email later and the K-Score 367, it's me. I'm the person who usually gets sent to. So if you sent it to that email or the agent services,
It was on paper.
oh, I'll take a look at your documents then and see what's on there.
Okay, I'll really email you.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna play a little video here. This video, I promise you, is gonna explain profit share way better than I ever could. And it'll go down to the breakdown of everything. Yep. I have to relink this one every time.
I'm just wondering, because my sponsoring agent is helping me a lot, and I'm like, I hope she's getting something out of this.
Here, wait a second. And Lucy, I promise you, I'm gonna fix that link before you come on taking this phone. There it is. All right.
When deals close, agents who haven't capped pay company dollar to the market center. The market center uses that money to pay its bills. What's left over is profit. Every real estate business is in business for profit, and usually the owners keep all of that profit. This practice makes sense. Owners invest in businesses with the hope of seeing a return. At Keller Williams Realty, we do things a little differently. We believe in growing the business together. So we split the profit between the owners who took the risk and the associates who have helped grow the market center. Roughly 52% goes to the owners who took the risk, and roughly 48% goes to the associates who helped grow the market center. So, how is it dispersed? We figure out what percentage of the market center's profit is a result of that associate, and we take that percentage of the profit share pool and disperse it through the branches of that associate's profit share tree on a monthly basis. The associate sponsor gets half, the associate sponsor's sponsor gets 10%, and so on until all of it is dispersed through 7 levels of sponsorship. At Keller Williams Realty, we believe the profit will grow exponentially when everybody has the opportunity to share in it. We believe in finding the win-win and in doing the right thing, because together, everyone will achieve more.
So that's a little bit more information about the profit share and the breakdown of how it works. Like I said, it's a great way to make some passive income. We have agents in our office who've actually retired from real estate. They still keep their license active and help agents to connect with our brokerage or Keller Williams across the world, to help support them. And they're making between $50,000 and $70,000 a year just on the profit share. And again, helping agents connect with the brokerage that's going to work for them. All right, guys, we are at the end of our presentation here. Lucy's going to take over in a minute to show you guys about the tech. One thing that I do want to touch on here, and the most important thing, is if you walk out that door today and you're like, whoa, whoo, all the information's out the door. The main thing you want to focus on is completing that 100-day passport to success, because it tells you what to do each day to help make sure you have a successful launch in the business, from reminders about showing time, Super eKey, what MLS classes to take, who to meet with in the office to get you set up on your 30, 60, and 90-day appointments, things for lead generation and getting you going with your business, the board of realtors. So all these things that are listed in here to help get you started, that passport to success is going to be what you want to focus on the most. It's going to be your main goal on there. I know there's a lot of information. If you need help with anything on the passport to success to get it done, please feel free to meet with me, even if it's before your 30, 60, 90, just to get you going with everything. We can just do a call or an email or an in-person or virtual meeting, whatever works best for you. But this is going to be your main focus. And if you choose one thing each day to focus on, you're on the right track, right? Again, when I send this out, you'll get a link to the orientation slides. You'll get a virtual copy of the Passport to Success, and then you all have that little passport today for your hard copy as well. And that's it, guys. You do not have to hear me talk anymore today, right? I will be here. I know we're handing off to Lucy now to go over command and tech. I will be here till 1:30 today. So if any of you want to come back and meet with me after meeting with Lucy, to go over anything like Super E-Key, showing time your boards. I am here for onboarding appointments for that portion of the day. I do have to pick my kids up from school around 1:30, 2:30, but then I will be remote for the rest of the day after 2:30 to 5 for any kind of virtual help as well. All right, guys.
That was
So
great
much. Yeah, that's
information.
good.
Right. Do we want to take 5 minutes? Quick bathroom break?
Yes.
All right, let's
Brain
say-
dump.
Let's go ahead and say 12:05. 12:05, back in here. 12:05, is that right? Yes.
Yes.
All right, perfect.
After that meeting, I would have last week, I was like, this one's from 10 to 1, but there's not.
Yeah, we're usually spoiled on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Tuesdays, we get that lunch. A lot of our Alliance partner classes too, they'll bring in lunch too as well. I do think we have water and tea and soda and things like that in the fridge.
Other places.
And Melody at the front usually has some little snacks and goodies.
That's the way to go. Gonna touch on Canada too.
Oh, awesome.
We're gonna do it all. How are you, Raven?
I woke up, I'm okay. I woke up this morning with like my nose, everything, like the allergies are just getting me today. So it always is when the temperature changes, the allergies just, I'm like, it's the fall. Shouldn't there like not be anything? What's going on here? And it's only since I moved to Georgia. I'm like, it's been 4 years now. I should be used to it. I don't know what's going on with that.
You're leaving.
Rhode Island. Yeah, so, yeah, lived in Rhode Island for a couple of years, lived in Virginia and then came back to
What part of
North
Virginia?
Carolina and here,
What part of Virginia?
Virginia Beach.
Okay, I used to live there too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
used, I was stationed there.
Oh, yeah,
It's a lot of Navy there.
yeah, that's where we were too.
So I was surprised, like, what part?
Yeah,
For Virginia Beach.
yeah.
Hampton Roads.
Oh, yeah. And
Did you
it's
like
such
it?
an awesome area too.
It is.
There's so much free things to do. I can't say anything about the housing prices compared to here,
Yeah.
but there is so much free stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, I went there twice. I got stationed there twice.
Yeah.
The first time I didn't like it so much. I was
Yeah.
young, I was 18. But when I went back, I was older with my son. It was a little better. It was way better, actually.
Yeah.
It's a very family-oriented area.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's not a lot of nightlife and stuff for people who are
No.
younger.
That's
and-
why I didn't like it when I was younger.
Yeah,
That's why I said when I went back with my son, I loved it because it was just so much.
yeah,
But yeah, I just, I hope I can catch you.
yeah,
But I just want to sit down with you and go over the breakdown of the finances, because it was kind of like, it was a lot. I
yeah,
just want to make sure I collectively get everything so I can know, and understand it, because my ADHD kicked in and I was like, whoa, that's a
No.
lot. Let me write that down.
yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can cover that. I'm gonna be here in person till 1:30 and then I'll be back online if you wanna go over like via phone call or a
Okay.
virtual appointment,
Definitely.
around like 2:45.
Okay, yeah,
So if for some reason you miss me or
Okay.
anything like that,
okay.
I'll give you a call too.
Thank you. Thank you, Raven.
Yeah.
You were awesome.
Sandra, we're gonna be in this app. If you don't have it, go ahead and
Let me
download
go
it.
on and download it now.
And we are gonna log in and it's the same username and password as command.
Okay.
Lucy, do you need me for anything? No. All
You
right.
go and do what you need to do.
All
Thank
right.
you, Raven.
Probably should take a break, but I'm just like,
I know,
so
right?
excited to get the information. As soon as you start talking,
This
all
won't take
these.
as long. This
Okay.
one won't take as long and we're gonna be actively doing things. So we're
Okay,
good.
so will we get a tour around the office today?
I don't know. That's
'Cause
a
I don't
great
even-
question.
I mean.
You know what? Melody would love to do that. So
Okay.
after this, we can
That's
all head
the-
back up there.
Okay.
Yeah. She's the best. Oh, Melody's getting snacks for people.
She
Love that.
welcomed me. I was like, hi. She's amazing. Okay, I got the app. And what time you want us back? 12:05?
Yep. We will get started right at 12:05. If anyone misses it, it's too bad.
Too bad. I got the app, so that should stay every 2 minutes.
Yeah. Perfect.
Which way is the restaurant?
Just straight down there,
Okay.
the last door on the left.
That's one left. Got it. Thank you.
My third, I never have 37.
Oh, okay, okay.
Probably my. And my, but that's my husband's birthday.
Are you looking for anything? What you looking for, sir? I got some creamer. All right, I got you. Oh, let's go get some creamer. Huh? That coffee.
Yeah.
Hi, what's your name?
This is Nora.
Say that one more time.
Nora.
Just Nora. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know why I heard Sue Nora. Nora, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Are you a new agent?
Yeah, I just got my license. It's about 2 weeks ago.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
And what is your name?
Excuse me?
What is your name?
Whitney.
Whitney.
Whitney Dumont.
Nice to meet you, Whitney. I'm Lucy.
Nice to meet
Amazing.
you.
Are you a new agent as well?
About the same amount of time.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah.
I love that. It's gonna be exciting.
Yes.
And I hear you said your husband is also, did he just get his license as well?
Well, actually, he is a bad boy and he had something on his criminal record. And so we're waiting for his clearance letter. It was from like 1993.
Yeah, we were all
And it was,
silly and young at one point.
Yeah, it was alcohol possession by a minor.
Yeah. Those things always pop up with this, but
Yeah.
he's just getting it cleared, right? Yeah, that takes a
We're just
few.
waiting.
When did he?
He submitted the paperwork last week, so.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I don't know. I've been reading online, like sometimes it takes 6 months, sometimes
I
it
don't think
takes
it'll be
2
that
weeks.
I don't think it'll be long. Yeah, and we have friends at Greg, so
Okay, well, I'll get you guys.
let's give it a week or two and then we can do what we need to do. How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's great to see you.
Bye.
Dustin and I have met. He's doing bowls, which
Oh,
I think
yeah.
is a great thing, but you are an experienced leader, correct? Yeah. How long have you been doing this?
This would be year 5.
I love that.
And how's it going? Are you doing it full time?
Not right now, no. But I'm a musician, so my challenge has been always
Time.
yeah, like I'm gone on the weekends and I want to be here for the weekends. So I'm taking a break from doing music and try to do this full time. I did it full time for about a year. Then, my phone blows up and I got gig opportunities and
Yeah.
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 What about commercial? That's more 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, I've never considered it. I thought about it, but then I was like, I just don't wanna start all over because I've built traction in residential.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, guys, we are gonna need this app for your smartphones. Sorry, to interrupt, Justin. And we're gonna go ahead and take our contacts from our phone, the ones you choose, and we can transfer them straight into the platform that we use for your business called Command. So if you'll go ahead and download this, and then go ahead and sign in with your username and password for Command. It is gonna ask you for the recovery code. That goes to your personal email. If you're not sure which email that is, let me know and I can get that for you. Okay, let me know when you get to. Let me open it up. This page on your app.
Yeah, sorry, where did we get our command?
Information, Raven should have emailed this to you. This is where you need to be, Laura.
I just signed a contract yet.
Oh, okay.
Do I
That's
have
okay.
access? I think I don't have.
I don't think so yet.
Yeah, okay.
It sounded like Raven wasn't done, but that's okay. We can do this when you're all in. Okay, and just let me know when you're in here.
Okay.
There is a way to delete people once you're in Command, and you can do it in bulk. So don't worry too much because we're not putting anything into place that's gonna be sent out to anybody in your database yet. So don't freak out if like, oh no, I forgot the X is in there. That's okay. We can still delete the X, don't worry. So when you're here, at the very bottom, you have some icons. We have the little house. And next to that, we have the person in the box. We want to go there. That is our contact section in our database. You will have access to your database on this app as well. So yay, everywhere. Up here at the top right, you're going to have 3 little dots. You're going to click on those 3 dots. Your second option is import contacts. They're not imported yet. But if you have an iPhone, it's gonna say, hey, do we give this person permission? You say yes, and then you're gonna choose the bottom option, the one that says all 2,400 contacts or whatever you have. Okay. Then you should get to a screen that looks like this. All of your contacts here. We have a couple of options here that we can do.
Is it the same as the?
No, I'll show you here. So this is what it is. You can click select all at the top and import everyone, and I'll show you how to bulk delete people. Or when you're at home later, you can go through your list and just unclick anyone you don't think will be someone that's going to help you with your real estate career. Okay. If you want to go ahead and select everyone right now, then just click continue at the top right. And you're gonna see some tags. We're just gonna continue past these guys. So hit continue at the top right again. If you see this last continue at the middle of your screen, as soon as we click that, it's going to begin the upload. Okay, and I'll show you what that looks like. Once you do the upload, it goes like that. Even if you have 7,000 people in your contacts, it will only take 3 to 5 minutes. You do have to leave the screen open when it's uploading, so just a heads up about that. Any questions about what we did there? All right. So in order, if you want to follow along with me, I am in agent.kw.com on your computer. If you just want to watch, because that's how you learn better, whatever makes sense to you. Agent.kw.com, and you'll sign in with your command password, username and password. All right, and we're just going to go through it. So this platform has a lot of stuff. We are going to hit the highlights today, the things, this is the same, the things that are super important for you in your business, okay? So we're just going to hit the highlights. The first thing I want you to know is this platform was created out of Google products. So if you have an Apple computer, which I see some Apple computers, you're not gonna wanna use Safari. You're gonna need a Google Chrome browser. They are free. Just download it and pop it open anytime that you need to come into command. That'll alleviate a lot of your headaches. All right, I'm gonna show you what's called a CRM, a customer relationship management tool. So you can see all of the different things that it does for you. Okay? Just like in the app, the little person in the box is our contact section. But if you like to read what sections you have here, you just click the little red KW, and then to collapse it, you'll click it again. So we are now in the contact section, okay? To go into somebody's contact form, we just click their name. Right? Now I'm gonna take you through the left side and then the right side. The left-hand side, this side here, this is gonna be where all the information from our phones come from. Dustin, you may have like a spreadsheet where you have some clients, whatever, anything that's like transferred into here, this is where their information is. This is their personal information. All right, and you're gonna see a little health score here, 92%. That means I have a ton of information about this particular client, okay? To make the system happy, it likes about 60%. The big ticket items, which are each 20%, name, phone number, email, and physical address. Those are your big ticket items. Everything else is worth like 2% here and there. If you put in a physical address, which I have done for Lucy, I've done it right here, the system assigns a neighborhood to this particular client. We can do a ton with that information, and I'm gonna show you that. All right. To update any information, we will click this little edit pencil. That takes us inside of her contact form, and now we can update some things. I'm gonna pause for a second here so I can talk about tags. If you're thinking about your database and how you wanna filter it, using tags is the best way to do that, okay? So, some of the tags that I've used here. Connemara, this is where Lucy lives, this is her neighborhood. If I'm the agent and I'm farming that neighborhood, I want to know what neighborhood it is. If I'm the agent and I live in the same neighborhood, I want to know that. Because if I'm hosting like a junk day where I get a junk truck and everyone comes in, I set up with coffee and snacks in my neighborhood, I'm gonna be able to reach out just to the people that live in my neighborhood, okay? If Lucy speaks Spanish, that's probably something I need to know, so I can send her things in Spanish. If she came from a Facebook ad, that is a good way for me to know that and see what I'm doing with those Facebook ads. Or
purple?
you can choose the color. I just happened to choose purple for that one. Or if she's a client in 2024, we can do all of that, okay? And you can add as many tags as you want. That is completely up to you. And they can have like 5 or 6 different tags for you. Under the additional contact information, we can add additional emails, additional phone numbers. Here is where we add that street address. And like I told you, this is coming from Google. So it's using Google Maps. So some of you may work with new construction. That's just gonna mean that it's gonna take a second for that address to pop up. Okay, so that may be just a little task that you have to make for yourself. In the about section, if Lucy's actual legal name is this, but she goes by Lucy, it's good to have that information because when we fill out the contracts, I'll need to use that info. Under the description, where do you know Lucy from? Does she have any children that are under 18? Does she have pets? Does she like the Falcons? Like whatever info I need to know about her, we'll put there. You can add a birthday and then a home anniversary. So if you're working with Lucy as a buyer and she closed on that property February 2nd, 2024, it's a great idea to put that in there because every February 2nd, you can just call her and be like, oh my gosh, it's been 3 years, and celebrate with her. That's a nice warm touch. Okay. We can also add relationships. Let's say Lucy's grandma lives with her. We can add that person here. You can add a spouse or a partner up at the very top, but if you forget, you can add them here as well. And it will create another contact for that person, but they'll be linked. Okay. To update anything that you've done, you do have to hit save in most of the changes that we make in Command. So be sure you hit that save button at the bottom right to make any changes. Okay, any questions about that left-hand side, the contact form? Yeah, okay, perfect. So we're gonna go to the right-hand side. The first thing you're gonna see is a little AI summary. And that comes from any smart plans, which is what we call drip can plans that we have, any notes we've put in the system, any searches that Lucy's doing that I can see. All of that comes into that. So it kind of gives us just a little quick summary of what's going on in her life. If Lucy's looking at listings, either on my website or on the consumer facing app that we have, which is very similar to Zillow, I'll be able to see all of the properties she's looking at.
I'm sorry, can you put that up to that AI summary? And so, you mentioned something that I missed and maybe it was this, but so you made a phone call to her on August 29th and, but where did that information come from?
A note. I created a note
You
inside of her contact.
Okay.
Which you can do either on the app or here. I'll show you in a second.
Okay,
Yeah.
Isn't that under custom?
No. The notes are here. You see right here where it says notes. Yeah. Custom is anything that you want to add on the information side. So for example, I have an agent in this office who has a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses in her church and her congregation. So she never wants to send them any holiday information. So she created a custom field for that. And she's able to filter them out when she does send anything with holidays. So you can make a custom field for anything. Yeah.
Quick question.
Mhm.
How do you see if they search? How do you search?
I'm gonna show you
Oh,
in a moment. Okay, next to this is opportunities, okay? So when we have a transaction here in Keller Williams, there's a couple of things that we do. One, you do have to create an opportunity for it, all right? And we're gonna go into it in a second, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna create the opportunity. You will designate what kind of opportunity is this? Am I doing listing? Am I working with a buyer? Is this for a landlord or a tenant? Okay, because I'm doing it inside of Lucy's contact, it populates her info in here. If I need to add a co-seller like her husband, and he's not in my contacts, I can click here and just add it right away. Then we have to fill out anything that has a little red star, okay? So I have to put the percentage that I am receiving, just my side, here. And then I decide if I'm cultivating this, do I have an appointment with Lucy already? Or is this ready to be active? Depending on that, depending on what I choose here, the stage also changes, okay? Once I've designated all of those and I have all of my red stars done, I can hit create. It creates a little box like this. And when I click into that box, it is now going to take me over here to the opportunities section. All right. Each of you get a DocuSign account because that is the partnership that we have here at Keller Williams. You don't have to use it. If you're using Remind, if you're using Dotloop, you'll have to pay for that. Remind is free. But if you're using DocuSign, that's part of your technology package that you pay for each month. And this is where we kind of connect everything, okay? So to go to DocuSign, to get access to our contracts, we click this Documents button. Once we click that Documents button, we have a little box here that says Start a Transaction. So anytime you do this, if you are going to use DocuSign, always start with this. When you click Start a Transaction, it takes you to DocuSign, you log in, you download the forms you need, you send them off to be e-signed. Here's why we have to create an opportunity. We have a third party that comes in, reviews all of your signed, finished documents to make sure you haven't left out any important information, you have all your dates, all your signatures, all your initials, you are following the Georgia law, okay? So what you do is if this is a seller I'm working with, I have to add the seller form here. And then I have to click this submit to MC button. That's what alerts our compliance team to come in here and review your documents. Okay? And you'll have different sections. You have your listed section, which will include the agreement that you've signed with your seller or buyer. Then under the under contract section is where you will have your purchase and sale, your amendments, your exhibits, if there's a counter offer, all of that will be in that section. Each of those sections has their own submit to MC button. So if you were in the listed section and you click the button, but then you came here and you added that purchase and sale, you still have to click the button in this section. Okay? Any questions on that? We just want to make sure you're covered, the office is covered, everyone is following Georgia law. Okay?
And if I have done something wrong or missed something in a contract and they see it, they let me know quickly or?
Yeah, here's what they'll do. You're kind of like preempting me a little. I like it. It's great. So here you see, since I submitted that form, it says in progress. What compliance is gonna do, they're gonna come review it. If it is approved, it'll say approved. If it's returned, you'll get an email that says something was returned in your file. So you have to come in here, you'll go to wherever it was returned and it'll tell you right there. It'll say not uploaded, in progress, approved, or returned right here. And then next to the actual agreement, it has a little speech bubble that kind of looks like this one, but it's like an angry red color, right? That's why we know it's wrong. And then if you click on it, it'll tell you, you forgot 6B on the purchase and sale. It wasn't clicked. Please make an amendment to correct that. If you have any questions, reach out to Melba Franklin. And it will have her number, and I think her email's on there too. So it gives you the instructions of what to do. You can also reach out to Susan or Fiona in those cases, but if it's something more complicated, then Melba's the one to reach out to. Okay?
Okay.
All right, perfect. And once you've created that amendment and put it in here, you'll submit it again, and then they'll approve everything. Okay? All right, let's go back. So those are opportunities. Next to that are smart plans. We're gonna touch on that in a second, but I'm gonna take you to tasks. This is your homework, and we do have a whole task section here. So you'll have them there as well, but you can create the tasks from inside of the contact form. So if Lucy's moving and she wants to list her property, and she's gonna go to, let's say she's moving to Nashville, Tennessee. That's great. So in the task name, we would put listing and moving to Nashville. Okay, that's what we would name it. This is a great opportunity for you to get a referral from a Nashville agent, and I'm gonna show you that part in a second. On the description, if she wants to, so let's say she wants to list in December.
This one. The check.
Are you good, Sandra?
Yeah, I missed it. I'm sorry. I was trying. Oh, I see it.
Got it.
Yep, right there.
Let's say she's listing in December, that's great, we're gonna do that. Now, if you are working with a buyer, or if you have a listing checklist that you like to send out to your clients, we have room for one hyperlink here. So if you're working with a buyer, and we know that our Onward team has pre-approval links, so we can add their pre-approval links here if they need financing. That way, when this task comes up, I already have that link ready, I can copy, paste it, put it in an email. But if you have a listing checklist, take down all the pictures, clean this up, declutter, whatever it is, you can also send that as a link. Okay? And then you can choose a priority level of none, high, medium, or low. This is a transaction, so I would put high. And then here, we do want a due date. And I'm gonna say the end of November because she wants to list in September. What's gonna happen is I have a high priority with this date of 11/28. About 3 weeks before this date, it starts alerting me, hey, we've got a task to take care of. So then I need to get my listing presentation ready. I need to find an agent in Nashville to refer them to that I trust. And then I can get comps, do save search, like whatever else I need to do to get ready for this listing, all right? And then we just hit create to create this particular task. And it will pop up on our task list. It may be a little lower, but there it is. Listing and moving to Nashville, okay? Go back in. And then the last little section here are notes, like what you talked about. So if Lucy's having surgery, if when I reach out to her, she tells me anything that's important to her. My son's graduating in May. I want to make a note of that. I want to give him a gift or at least a card. And we know that sometimes when people graduate from things, there's movement in their real estate. So always keep those things just at the top of your mind. But all of these notes are here. To create a note, you just hit add note. You can also do this in your app. It puts the date in there for us. So we just have to put a title. So my suggestion to you would be like a text or email, however you contacted her. And then in the description, you just write whatever important information she has told you. So you remember. Okay. Any questions about this part so far?
For the task, we make them by ourselves.
Yeah.
It doesn't like anything that you recommend to do. No? I mean, the list of the tasks that we have to do for the client.
Right. You can, yes, there's different ways to do that. It just depends on what you want to do. But this is more for you, like what you're in charge of.
Mhm.
So if you have a task list, like make a checklist for a listing agent or for a listing that's coming up, that would be the task list. And then you would come up with the rest of it. Kind of like a
Yeah,
reminder on your
your own
calendar.
task.
Yeah, kind of like a reminder in your calendar. Yeah.
So if you had to describe this as like, what would you describe this as for an agent, like the importance of the command center? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what we would need it for, the importance of it.
This is your database. Your
Okay.
database is your business.
That's what I
So
just, yeah,
I think just.
it does
having-
everything.
It's getting you organized,
Yeah.
yes. And this is only one section of it. As you can see, we've got
Yeah.
lots of other little icons here. And we're gonna touch on 2 more, but there's so much to learn here. Okay?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna quickly go to your referrals here. So Lucy's moving to Nashville, so we need to find a Nashville agent, okay? So we're gonna go here to referrals. And we are gonna click on this map right here at the top. And in the map, we are gonna put in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay. It's gonna bring up over here on the right-hand side, all of the agents in Nashville. Now we can go by area, because this is the areas where they've sold things, or we can click on this filter and say, I want them to have at least 10 closed units. If she's buying, we want to do at least maybe 7 buyers. And if they speak another language, you can actually choose that here as well. Okay, so I'm gonna click apply filter and see how many we have now. We've got 184. We can still go further into that and say, okay, let's see how 25 gets us. And now we're going to, oh, okay, we're doing very well over there, these guys. That's great. But if we want them to, like, if they want to live in Madison or Old Hickory, we can actually like designate that, that's fine. But here's the cool part. We can actually click on them and reach out to them. Or if we sort it out and actually add some listings too. Let's go up to 10 on each of these. And now we can get, okay, now we can do 79. That's great. That's a little bit more palatable. I can look through these. I can ask my agents here, somebody like Susan, hey, do you know anyone in Nashville? We do in fact know people in Nashville.
We do have people in Nashville.
I love it. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
She's okay. So we can narrow it down, but like I said, if you want to kind of make this just a little bit smaller, you can, the area, you can put in a zip code if you want of the area, and that'll get it even smaller. What we can do, if it gets even smaller than that, let me try to make it just a little bit smaller. Let's do 40. Oop. Still 79, okay, all right. Yes, yeah, they're doing well in Nashville. 20, let's try that. Yay, okay, so you see this broadcast referral that popped up with 33 people, and I think it has to be less than 50. We can click on that and we can send this message to 38 agents and see who responds first. If they respond right away, we can call them and say, okay, tell me a little bit about what you do. We know our clients, so if we know it's not gonna be a good fit because someone's like a type A personality and they're not, then we can kind of like filter it out. But we can put all this information in here. We can put price max, when they want to go. We can ask for their information and stuff like that, but it's up to you how you want to do it. Or you could just go through this list and kind of go, let's see how Joseph did. Oh, okay, last year he did 41.6 million. Maybe I'll choose him. You know what I mean? So it's up to you how you kind of figure that out. All right, any questions on that part? Nashville is, I should have been a little more specific with a different city, but it's fine. There's a lot of agents there.
When you clicked on whoever's profile.
Yeah.
And it showed their referral fee, like that's what they pay for the referral.
No, this is what they've made.
I don't know,
And the broadcast referral here, 25%.
Yeah, what is that?
You can designate if you want more. 25% is kind of the standard across the board of what you refer.
Okay.
But I have agents who do 50%, so it's up to you.
So if. Does that 25%, like say they haven't capped yet, so they have just for easy numbers, they have $1,000. Their 3% of the. Closing is $1,000. And then 300 of that's gonna go to their market center, and then are you taking 25% of the 700, or do you take 25% of the full 1,000?
You take 25% of their portion, so the 70%.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, now if they've capped, then you get a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go to Smart Plans. Sam, who is the Director of Innovation and Tech, decided that there was a little bit of a gap when you come, if you're a new agent or if you are a transferring agent, to try to get your systems into order. So we created what's called a 36 touch for you. I'm gonna show that to you as I show you what Smart Plans are. So you can see if this is something that you want to use, okay? And I'm gonna go to Q4. I'm gonna show this to you first and then I'll show you where to find it. So don't freak out if you don't know how to get here yet. Okay, our Smart Plans are drip campaigns. We can create tasks. We can create a task to make a call. We can send an email. That email will get sent out for you. And we can send a text. Again, that's gonna create a task for you to text someone. Or we can add them to Smart Plan. So our 36 touch is based on the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. It says to be the top realtor of choice for people, we have to reach out to the people in our database 36 times a year. It seems daunting. We've created this easy button for you, okay? So your first step, and this would go out, this is for October, this would go out October 1st, is a newsletter. It's already done, it's really pretty. All you have to do is put this plan into place and it goes out to anyone who has an email in your database. This top part up here is for your logos, your name, all of that. That is being pulled from your market center profile. Now, I think I've only created Dustin's here. Sandra, have you gotten an email from me? Saying your tech is set up? Okay, so Dustin's ready. We finished his yesterday, but there's a survey that Raven sends out to you. You fill it out. I reach out to you for a recovery code. As long as you give me that recovery code, I put all of your systems into place. That includes your market center profiles, your website. I create an email signature for you. It all gets done. Okay, so that populates in here. And then they can read a little article of house and home. When they see your sweet face at the top, and it's just different things. Is October a good time to move? And then there's some Halloween candy stuff. Nobody wants to know that. And then a home maintenance checklist for October. Like, what things should I be doing in my home in October? And then there's always like a little dad joke for that kind of refers back to your business. Just reminding the people who are in your database what you do. And at the very bottom, it is also branded to you. So they will see, excuse me, your name and your information at the top and at the bottom of this email. Okay? The second step is your responsibility. So everything else will automatically go out as soon as you put into place. This is your responsibility. So in January, April, July, and October, those are the beginnings of each quarter, we start calling all of our database. And then every 90 days, you start all over. Okay? If you don't know them very well, or if you're not sure where you know them from, you just use our little conversation that we have for them. Okay? Hi, this is Lucy from Keller Williams. I hope you're having a great day. I'm calling to check in and see if you have any interest in having pictures taken of your home's exterior. We're running into that time of year when front yards start to look not their best. And I was thinking that just in case you were looking to sell your home in the next few months, we can have some great photos of your home. All right, do you see how that looks? That sounds great, right?
Yeah.
So what are you planning on selling? So are you planning on selling in the next couple of months or know anyone who needs my help? Read that 3 times and then it'll sound very natural. I promise. And then you just let them answer you. And if it's a no, it's no big deal. You had a conversation with them and then you can just be like, how's everything going? How are the kids? You know, that's what you do. Okay. So it has the conversation for you. It's great. The last step requires a physical address and an email. If you remember in that contact form, when I added that physical address, it assigned a neighborhood to Lucy Senna, right? This is what we can send with that info. Again, branded to you at the top. And it'll say, hi, whatever your client's name is here. Check out these updates from a neighborhood you follow. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. That neighborhood, it gives them a little snapshot of the area where they live and the last 30-day market statistics. It will also show them, which is my husband's favorite, the homes in their neighborhood that are for sale. And the kind of equity that they could build in their home. So that's.
This is when you put the address on the person's contact?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then on the touch, how this one is called?
This one's called the monthly neighborhood nurture.
Okay.
Yeah. So it shows them that they can look into it, they can click, it'll take them to your website. They also have a little button that says explore whatever the name of their neighborhood is. When they click it, it takes them to your KW website where it gives them some more information about your neighborhood and some surroundings. Okay? At the very bottom of this email, they will see by your side at every step, your name, your sweet picture, your phone number. They can download your app. It's great. And then it's branded to you again at the bottom. Mine just looks empty because I serve a lot of offices. And then with each of our emails, including the newsletter, we have this to unsubscribe, please click here. Okay. They can unsubscribe from stuff. This is the way we stay compliant with all of the things. Okay. So any plans about that 36 touch?
So with this automated email thing, can I make my own email that I want to go out? Like say for my neighborhood, I want to have all of that month's events in that.
You can do both. You can do this and then you can create your own to send out. You get 5,000 emails per month free. Now, if you have a big database, you may have to upgrade your plan. I think it's $9.99 for 10,000 a month. And then it goes up from there depending on how.
This is sent to Twilio, right?
No, this is your email.
Oh, okay.
Yes. The Twilio would be for text, but it's not built into 36 touch.
Okay.
Because we don't want to send, like, let's say you had a database of 500. we don't want it to send 500 texts in one day, because you'll never get off your phone. Like, that's a lot of text to send for one day. So we just let you decide how many phone calls you're gonna make, because everyone's lead generation is different. Dustin was talking about how he's a musician, so his lead generation is gonna look different than someone who maybe has a 9 to 5 job right now. So, yeah, it just depends.
I have 9 to 5.
There you go. So you're gonna have to carve some time in your day to start reaching out to your database. But I think getting on a 36 touch is gonna be very important. So you're getting the word out there. That's good. Yes.
When they unsubscribe, is that listed somewhere in my CRM under their contact?
You can actually, there's a report. But yes, you can actually go to your contacts in your filters. You can scroll all the way down to primary email alert and you choose unsubscribed. They will all pop up here.
Okay, but if I'm looking at their page or whatever, I can see like, oh yeah, they've unsubscribed from my marketing emails, so.
Yeah, it'll tell you unsubscribed on there,
Wait.
under the timeline.
Okay, great.
Okay, any other questions about smart plans? I'm gonna show you where to find our smart plans. So this is your smart plan section. It looks kind of like a little paper with a gear right here. And you have 2 sections. You have my smart plans, which are any of the smart plans that you've downloaded. And then you have the library. So we're gonna go into the library. The library houses millions, thousands of smart plans that have been created all over the KW ecosphere. There's gonna be other languages in here, all kinds of great stuff. Here's one thing to look for. So look at this one at the top. It's created by Marty Miller. Marty Miller, he's now part of the Legacy Group in the Carolinas, but before that, he was the regional tech trainer in Austin. And so when it's an author like that, we have to make sure to go in and edit the smart plan, make sure he's not mentioning Austin, Texas anywhere, and that it has our name and not his name, okay? So just a little heads up about using someone else's smart plan. Always go in and edit each section. Your second row has all of the Keller Williams smart plans, and these are all based on the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. So for example, this 8x8 new contact engagement. Let's say you meet somebody at the grocery store, okay? You add them to your database and you start them on this 8x8 new contact. This, according to the Millionaire Agent book, means every week for 8 weeks, I'm reaching out to this contact so I can show them how incredibly thoughtful and wonderful I am. And so they'll never use anyone else for my real estate. Once that 8x8 is done, then you put them on a 36 touch and only reach out to them every month with emails, but every 90 days with phone calls. Okay? So those are all based on that MREA book. Okay, ours, you click this search bar and you put in Georgia Legacy Group at the top search bar. And you should have 36 results. We created these in English and in Spanish because those are the languages that we know. And we have a lot of our Hispanic agents with a lot of Hispanic clients. But here they are. So if you decide to do this today, I'm going to show you how to put this into place. It is September 12th. That'll give you some time to clean up your database if you want to do this for October. And to do this, the easiest way to do this is to scroll down here past January, and you are going to actually just add this one. This includes October, November, and December. And to download this plan, we haven't put it into place yet. We'll click Add Smart Plan. You'll download the monthly neighborhood nurture first, and then you'll download this plan second. Okay. Then what we do is we go back to our contacts. And here, if we have more than 10 contacts, we can go all the way up to 500. So we can bulk add them into a smart plan, 500 people at a time. Okay, so to select all, I would go right here to this little square next to full name. And now it gives me some options down here at the bottom right. I want to add all of these guys to a smart plan. And when I click that, all of my smart plans show up on the right. The ones that I've done already, like first, will pop up first, but here we go. So here is the Q4 2025 smart plan. I'm gonna hit select. And it's gonna give me some errors. Either way, if I don't have their email, that just means the first and last step they'll go out, but I can still call or text them. So I'm gonna add them to the plan anyway. But I don't want it to start now because this is for October and it's September 12th. So I'm gonna put my little dot here. I'm gonna click on my calendar icon. I'm gonna switch it over to October 1st. And I know it's gonna go out October 1st because that's what it says in my little rectangle. I read the TCPA disclaimer. And then I click confirm. And just like that, all 500 are on that. Q4, I'm set for the rest of the year for those. Wow. If you have 500 more, you click on this arrow here, not this one, and you go to the next page and just do that step again. Select all, add to smart plan, all of that good stuff. Okay, any questions on that? I did promise to show, you did have questions, sorry, I saw your hand, yes.
The do not call list that they send out every month. Do I just have to like manually check that against my CRM or?
I would do that if you're not sure who the person is. If you have an established relationship with them, you're allowed to call them.
Yeah.
In that point, I would just, you're just gonna have a.
Because it's
normal
not any auto
conversation.
calls going through those smart plans. Okay.
You're just gonna be like, how's the family? How's your job? Hopefully they ask you about your job and you tell them about this crazy thing that you're doing in real estate. And then you just have a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. But if it's somebody you're like, I don't remember this person, I would scrub that just to make sure. Yep.
Okay, well, you're the tech person for this office. Can you just figure out a way to integrate it into all of our CRMs, like where we get a flag, like this person's on the do not call list?
I don't write code, so that's not gonna be me.
Well, you know somebody.
ChatGPT will show you how.
There you go, right?
It'll walk you right through it.
So if you do decide to import everyone from your phone and you need to scrub your database, here's how you do it. Let's say I don't want these 3 people in my database, okay? So I click on them. I go down here to archive. I click that button and the command's always gonna say, whoa, are you sure? And you say, yes, I want them to be archived. It doesn't take them completely out of command, it just takes them out of your database. To archive them and delete them permanently, you click on your name. You go to settings, which is the back end of command, and under command settings, you'll go to contacts, contact archive. Here are those 3 people I just deleted. I can select all again and delete them permanently. Okay. Now when I do a quick refresh, they're completely gone. But if you just archive them and then you try to re-add them, the system's gonna say, I already have that phone number in here. This is where you go to check for those people and then you can restore them. Okay?
Where do you check the archive? Archive.
Yes, when you put, it's under command settings. And then under contacts and then contact archive. I can collapse that a little bit so you can see it here, here, and then here.
I'm on the contact, but I don't see archives.
Oh, you're not, but here at Viva. And go to settings. And then command settings. And then contacts. There they are. Yeah, and you can do up to 50 at a time to delete them. Or you can go here to database wipe. And then you can click delete all archived contacts. And don't do the top one, because that'll delete everyone in your database. You just want to delete the archived contacts. You can do this. Okay,
Where can we? What does it support for import options? Like, can I import from my Salesforce database or
yes.
can I only?
It has to be a .csv file. So any spreadsheet can be converted into that, so it just has to be that. I would send it to me. I know how to clean those up.
Okay,
Sometimes there's an extra row or an extra heading it doesn't like, so I can do it for you.
okay, and if I wanna export, say I wanna export
Yeah.
to my own.
Then you click contact. Up here at the top, you have 3 little dots. You can click export all owned contacts.
Okay.
And that'll send you, it sends you a little link up here on the bell.
Mhm.
And then you can just click it and open it up and save it.
Okay, awesome.
It's always good to have a copy of your database. But we don't send anything to your database. You do that. So just so you know. All right, last thing we're gonna look at here for now is your website. So it's down at the very last little button here. And it just looks like this. It's a giant search bar, which is really what our clients want. There are ways to kind of jazz it up a little bit. We can. But they can look anywhere in the world. So it's great with this search bar, even if they're not moving somewhere in the Atlanta area, they can look in Nashville, Chattanooga, wherever they want. Nationwide, internationally. And then it has featured properties. So normally what it defaults to is this office out about 50 miles. So anything that's for sale, regardless of brokerage, will pop up here on your featured properties. You can add featured testimonials like this. The more you have, the better. Then it kind of carousels through them. And then
You're me, your husband.
he is.
Yeah.
And then it has a 4-part series on first-time home buyers guide for our blog that KW has provided. There are other blogs on the website that you can find. And then under that, it's got this awesome lead capture form. So if somebody comes to your website and they fill that out, you get an email saying, hey, you just got a lead from your site, just because they filled this out. And then your information and your picture is going to be here on the right.
And does that automatically sync with command? That form they fill out?
They'll go right into your database as a lead. Yep.
Okay.
This login is not for you, it's for your clients. If they click login, they register for an account. Aziza, I think you asked this question. They register for an account, it makes them sign in with the first name, last name, email, and password. Then when they start searching, you'll be able to see what they're doing. So they have to have an account either on the website or on your consumer facing app, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay. All right, any questions about the website? I set that up for you when you fill out your survey from Raven. That gets set up. That's one of the things I take care of for you. And I will do it after Raven's gone in her position. So that'll be something I'll take care of as well. Yes.
Is there a way to like do a QR code that I could put on my business card that they scan and fill in their information and it automatically goes into my command?
QR code that goes right
Like-
to command, no.
Okay.
No. You can get them to download your app or come in and log into your website. Then that whole process goes through.
To get their contact info in the
Mhm.
command.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I'll show you that. Okay, that is all. We actually have a partnership now with Canva. So you all get Canva Pro accounts. But they're Canva Pro Plus because we have templates that Canva has created for us. So when you go to Canva, you go to canva.kw.com. It's going to tell you to log in with your command username and password, which you'll do. If you already have a Canva account, you'll be able to see both accounts here. I already have 2, so you'll be able to see those. But I am in the Keller Williams ones. Here's the cool thing. If you go under projects I'm gonna have a little more than you will, because I'm in leadership. So I get some other templates here, but you're gonna scroll down to brand templates. And you'll be able to see all of the cool things. I'm gonna show you even something cooler. So we're gonna go into this one and say, use this brand template. All right, and now as part of my Keller Williams, I can click this Keller Williams. If you don't have it, you'll go to the app section, this app section here, and you will type in Keller Williams. And you will just click on this. Okay, once you do that, it may have you sign into Command again. And then here's the cool thing. We can actually click here, type in the address of the person whose house we have. Let's do all listings. Let's do.
That is if you have a listing though, right?
Or if you're doing an open house for another agent. Yeah. Okay, let's just choose this. All right, and you can also actually do this by the MLS ID. So if you have that MLS ID, you can just type it in here. Let's do this one. Okay, and then what you can do is you'll just take those pictures and you'll pop them right into your design. I didn't pick the prettiest place, that's fine, that's okay. Well, oh, this is like an office or something. And then you just pop them in here. Here's the other cool thing. Not only do you get the images, you get the details. So if I click here where the address is, then I can just click on this address, pull it over here.
The address is under tools.
Hold on a second. I think I have to go like here. There we go. There we go. Oh, it just did it. And then it stopped.
I've been trying to figure that out on Canva for years and I have never been able to. Like sometimes it goes into the box and sometimes it just.
Where do you type in the addresses?
At the very top. Search by address and then you can put the address in. Okay, well, here's what I can do is I can just delete them. And
You go to projects.
There we go. Yep, and then if you have I uploaded the Keller Williams logos.
It only has to search your content.
It only has what? Did you add it as an app? Okay, so click here. And then type in Keller Williams here. And do that first one. There you go. Now you have it. And you only have to do that the first time, but yeah, it's really easy. And you can just give it a name like 123 Main Street or something, and then you can download it if you want as a PNG or a PDF if you're gonna have them out in your open house. But you can do this if you're hosting an open house for someone else. You can use that same MLS number and create your own flyers. So there's a lot of really great things here. All right, the last thing we are gonna do is go into the app. One second. All right, we're gonna go right into the app. Here's the red command app that we just downloaded earlier, and I'm gonna show you a few things on here, okay? So, you can add a contact with this big plus sign at the bottom. If you meet somebody at the grocery store, you can click add contact, and right away you can put in their information in here. As soon as you do, if you have that 8x8 that we talked about, you can add them to the 8x8 from the app. You can add them to any smart plan that you have downloaded from the app, okay? If you click your name at the top right and click my business card, You have a little QR code that they can scan. This will send over your business card to them as like a V card, like a contact card. Okay, I'll give you a little pro tip. What we want to do is click share and then text and say, hey, can I just send this to you? Why would I do that? So
now you have
their number.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna work smarter, guys. And then they get it just like the V card that you would normally share a contact with. You get it the same way. The other one is if you click your name and you click share my KW app link and you text that to someone, this is kind of what you were talking about. It sends them a little link to download your app. They have to log in with a first, last name, email, and a password to start their searching, but they'll be added to your command just from all of that process.
And that's
And
their card right there, right?
that's not the card, that's the
What's that?
KW app link.
Okay, gotcha.
So here's the KW app.
Yeah.
It's a lot like the Zillow one. So if you click the little search bar, you can search anywhere. You can favorite things, you can look at things, you can filter by what you're looking for. You can put the name of a high school in there and it'll show you everything that's around there. The cool thing is here on this little page where the person is gonna be your picture in their app. So you are assigned as their agent because each of you has a unique URL from your KW app that as soon as they download and register, you'll be assigned as their agent on the app. Now you do have to make sure that I have set up your marketing profile in order for that to work.
Can I do that today?
Yes, ma'am. I'll send you the survey right now. I got you. So yes, that is the best. Also on that main page, the home page, all of your tasks will be at the top. So if you're at the doctor's office and you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta get stuff ready, you can do that. You can start sending texts, calls, whatever you need to do. You also have anyone who's been recently active either on your app or on the website there. You have birthdays that you have in your database, so you can start creating an email or whatever. Home anniversaries, all of that is here. Okay? Okay, how are we feeling?
Like to learn.
A lot to learn, I agree. But that's what we're here for. We're here to support you. I am in this position till next week, all of next week. And then I will start here on the 22nd, but Raven will still be here for a little while. So just reach out if you need any help with the tech. If you have questions, if you're trying to do something and you don't know what the best way to do that is, just let me know. Okay? All right. Tour. You were asking about the
Yeah,
tour.
I would like one, I don't know.
Okay, does anyone else want a quick tour?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Let's do this. You can leave your stuff in here if you want, and then we can come back again. We'll start back here in this session.